All right, hello everyone. Welcome to our stream of Rallyman GT. We are going to get started on racing around beautiful Belle Isle here. Thanks for the sound effects, Toss, complete with race car sounds for your viewing pleasure.
Let me get out the racing wheel. Hold on.
if you have a racing wheel, we are all right. So I'm going to run through kind of the basic rules here. So I'm going to flip over to a solo variant here just because it'll make it easier to explain. So at the beginning of the race, everyone starts in gear 0 because you're not moving, and that's just how cars work. Everyone will have 6 gear dice, 2 coast dice, and 4 brake dice. So these white dice are for coasting. These black dice are your gears. Red dice are for braking. Generally speaking, you just click on the die that you want to play, and it will put it in a position. If you click on it again, it will move it left to right if you want a certain spot on the track here. So you can go from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and so on and so forth. You'll notice a lot of these lit up orange and red because what I just laid out here would be stupid. As you look on some of these spots on the track, they have numbers, and that is the maximum gear for that space. So if you are in this space and you're going faster than second gear, you're going to crash 100% of the time, which is bad for you.
Crashing's bad, right?
It is not ideal.
This is a Rallyman Demolition Derby.
You can use your coasts somewhat strategically, right? So 1, 2 coast in here in second gear and come out in third gear. So this is sort of like your optimal line for this first corner. Once you've laid out how you want to run, you have 2 options. You can click this button here and roll 1 die at a time if you are scared and not very smart or something. Or you can just go flat out and roll all the dice at once, and things will happen. And you'll see that I got 1 hazard symbol, and getting 1 hazard symbol is fine. As long as you get less than 3, you're great. So if you get 3, you also crash. If you roll 1 die at a time, you can stop any time. So if you get to 2 hazard symbols and you decide that you are no longer willing to take the risks that are required, you can just click on stop and you will stop. So now I put myself in a position where I'm in third gear coming into this corner. That requires me to be in first gear. So if you go from 3 to 1, you'll see that it automatically adds a brake die, because normally I can only go from 3 to 2 or from 3 to 4. But if you want to drop further than just 1, you can use a single brake die. If I was in 5th gear, I could drop all the way down to 1 by using 3 brake dice. And then I can just move on from there. So that's basically the game. The very important part that is key is that the turn order is determined by who's going the fastest. So if I end my turn in 3rd gear, but Tony ends his turn behind me in 4th gear, he will go before me the next round. So that is key. You want to try to end going as fast as you can, because that will let you go first. If there's a tie, it's whoever is furthest along the track. If you're in basically the same position, it's whoever's on the inside of the next corner. And the last most important rule, because there are like 3 of them, is you cannot pass somebody that's going faster than you. So if Tyler is in 1st gear in this corner and he wants to come up on me, he cannot, because he can't go from 1st to 3rd. And because I'm in 3rd gear, he can only come up alongside me if he's in 3rd gear or faster. That's basically it. So first person across the finish line on the 2nd lap is our winner. So I'm going to flip back over to the real race here, where Tony somehow ended up with pole position. So
we have a hand raised.
Question.
Yes, you over there.
I'm unfamiliar with the concept of braking.
Uh-huh.
It's not something I normally do.
You don't necessarily have to.
Oh, okay. All right.
You mean in real life or in the game?
What's the difference?
Live life at full speed, Taz. You do you.
Totally.
All right.
I'm really glad we're playing this on this platform, though, because, oh man, there's quite a bit of technicality with this stuff.
There is, sure. And it can be sad and angry when people wreck or block you from doing things. You will almost certainly spend some time losing turns, but
Oh, this is fun. I can actually see Tony like
Yeah.
Who put this
placing.
stupid turn right at the beginning of a straightaway?
Uh,
That was very inconsiderate.
Talk to the architect of Belle Isle and see how he feels about it, I guess.
No, I'm gonna. Do you have his number?
I don't.
This looks like a seriously tough track.
It looks super tough. Look at all these turns.
It is a really fun one, especially because there are lots of spots where it narrows from 3 to 2 lanes, which can be really interesting.
Right, look at the one just below us. There's literally like 3 or 4 corners we have to contend with.
So,
I don't
Tony,
really
are you
wanna-
taking your turn.
I'm planning. All right. This is
Okay,
serious
man.
business.
It's hard.
I already
Asking.
in my example, I laid out this exact corner this way, but Tony really wants to think it through because he thinks I don't know what. So.
Or I wasn't watching your example. Yeah, that's it. I'm going flat out. Let's do this.
Oh, and successful.
Vroom.
Whoa!
I
look at
love that the
these
car goes
crazy
around.
Animations.
That was
do-
cool.
If you don't make the vroom noise, you do get a 1-stroke penalty.
That's true.
Hmm.
Are we playing a different thing?
it's me?
A sport because it's a stroke? Like, just asking.
Wait, I thought this was like polo.
Oh dear God.
No.
So I
Hey,
plan my
let's plan it.
trajectory.
You should start with the
God.
first gear, though.
More, like
Oops.
technical than it is.
Ah, what the heck? I was just clicking and then clear dice, clear dice. Oh God. Okay. Oh, so it makes
This
me
is going
like, it
great.
cares about planning right away. Okay.
Planning
it has
to
little
plan.
like. Oh,
It has
gee
all
whiz.
the energy and excitement of real rally car.
It was
Yes.
coasting. Oh, maybe I should coast in between. I have to enter at second gear to make that turn.
Well, you have to, yeah. You don't have to enter, but you have to be in that spot in second gear. So you can be in third
I
outside.
could just
but-
coast all the way through.
You've
You
only
could
got
So I
two
could
coast
just do
dice, though.
bam bam.
Yeah. And if you
can't go
click that
diagonals, though.
white die again, it'll drop down to that sort of middle inside corner, which
Sure.
is, yeah,
Which is-
slightly more effective.
If there's a tie for speed, it's the inside
Okay.
track that breaks
So
the
part
tie.
of this is just me understanding how Board Game Arena is understanding my clicks. 'Cause
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm like, click, click. No, don't do the thing. Do the. I can't move it. Ah. Okay,
Yeah.
this is good. Sweet.
Sweet.
I don't know. Let's flat out. I don't know. Who cares?
Go big
Yeah.
or go home.
Nailed it.
That's my favorite thing about this game, though, is like going flat out on something like that, where there are only 4 dice. The chance of getting 3, only on the 1, 2, 3, and the coast die, there's only 1 hazard symbol. So you have a very low chance of wrecking, but you go flat out and then you end up wrecking, and that's just bad for you. So,
Yeah.
and I did forget to mention, so the benefit of going flat out, Michelle, you'll notice you have these little 4 lightning bolts next to your name. And
Focus.
Tony has 5. Yeah, these are focus tokens. So if later on you're rolling 1 die at a time, you can basically pay to just make an auto success rather than rolling. So 1 die or 1 focus token will buy you the first die. If you want a second die on the same turn, it costs 2. The third die would then cost 3. So to buy like 4 dice in a row, it costs whatever 4 factorial is.
Stop
7, 8,
scanning.
9, 10. It costs you 10 focus. So you can accumulate a lot, but you spend it really fast.
Hold on. Get that thing figured out.
Yeah,
so easy, is
unfortunately,
No.
yeah, there's not a lot we can do here.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
don't
it's-
drink and drive. I'm drinking because it's on Board Game Arena. But
There's-
otherwise, I would not be.
We are anti-drinking and driving here at Board Game Quest.
This has been a public service announcement.
You can
Also,
also
we are not above sponsorships from any and all alcohol companies.
so you can just jump from 0 straight to second gear, but then if your 2 rolls a hazard symbol, you just stop right there, which is bad. So not really a thing to do.
Plus, you get an extra space if you start in first gear.
Yeah, but I'd like in theory, if I want, I could start in second, and then like break down, which would give me more, but that's not really fun either. I don't have a lot of good options, so we'll follow the same line as everyone else.
Robin
Thanks
is
for
racing.
vocalizing your pain.
Ooh,
Oof.
that came real close to.
That was real close.
Yes, we're on
And
the
he
first.
crashes into the audience or into the stands immediately
Yeah.
as crossing the start line.
Yeah. Luckily, there's
crashing
no
stands.
there doesn't appear to be anyone watching us race on the sidelines here, which is great. So
That's good.
There's
no,
social distancing.
Yeah, it's a,
Yeah.
it's a COVID race.
these people by the start finish line. I guess there's a couple rows of them, but
Taz is weaving
that.
around a duck on the track.
The Street Fighter, when they're just doing that generic cheering motion.
Yes.
Yes, this is how I cheer.
Let's do that.
We definitely need more of that, Michelle.
yes, more generic cheers. Yay, team!
Oh, he's
So-
going cautious.
Yeah, that's it's a way to play it safe. But now he'll get to go first. So no, he won't. Tony's still
Nope.
in front. So
Time to get out old break dice.
yeah, I don't know if any big baseball fans here, but Fox had 4 games on Saturday, and they put computer graphic fans in the
Yeah,
stands.
how did that go?
I
It
heard
looked
about that.
terrible. It
Did
looked
they also
like
cheer too?
they did. And like
Oh my gosh.
in the Cubs game, they had mostly Cubs fans, but they had a couple Brewers fans because it was a home game. But
Like
some
the
people would
Sims or
travel.
something.
It was, and it looked like, I mean, this was like a Wii Sports audience. Like they looked like the Mii's you made on your Wii 12 years ago or whatever. They were just the worst. I don't know why they thought this was going to be better than empty seats.
Oh, Wii Sports. Yeah, those like weird.
Look at you go,
Yeah.
Tony.
Room.
Wow.
Like
Eat
you're
my
trying
dust.
to get the kids to daycare.
Yeah.
Eat my
Out of my way.
dust.
I'm a motorist.
All right.
What's
So,
interesting though, Andrew, it's like the Unreal Engine was used to generate those, and they were touting it, and I'm like,
God.
yeah,
Was it really that bad?
eh.
Oh,
it wasn't.
like
It wasn't
When the
good.
Unreal Engine came out, there were better like animatronic, characters than they had, I'm sure.
Well, yeah.
What they should do is take that crowd from Mike Tyson's Punch Out, where it's like all one color, and they just highlight them off and on.
Or they have like only 2 sprites. It's like
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're like moving up and down.
Taz, you are up, sir. You're in
That's-
third
that-
gear back there.
Perfect.
oh, we're doing it.
You know what we need
Oh,
is a car.
no.
We need a car horn we can like beep when someone's turn.
Alright, I gotta go down to second.
Or what about that like door opening or whatever was the sound? Is that from Board Game Arena where
the door opening.
The loud knocking when someone
loud knocking,
joins.
that's what it
yeah.
was.
Oh,
couldn't remember? But
Yeah,
that
someone
was-
someone in
I
chat
was
last
so
week
confused.
pointed out how you could turn it off up here in the top right corner. So
oh yeah, you can.
I have that cropped
Yeah, that
out,
was
but
me. Alright.
Victory.
So just confirming, the other 2 here means I have to be in second or lower, right?
correct. So you go down to
Okay.
first, or you could coast through there.
Let's coast. Then let's.
And just go up to 6 right now.
Boom.
No.
I just get a car with automatic transmission.
I don't think you would be the guy that shows up to the racetrack with a manual or automatic transmission. Just be like, it's fine, guys. This thing works.
Right?
So
Have you
if I
seen,
go flat out, that rolls all the dice.
It rolls
and
all the
and every
dice.
die you
all
roll,
at
you get a
once.
focus token.
That's fine.
Is the gamble
Yeah.
side.
No,
Oh.
that's fine. That's good.
Whoosh.
So you have
Okay.
one. It looks like we all have the same car,
We do.
right? Okay.
Yeah. Well, in the physical version, the car sculpts are minorly different. I I don't know. They look
Well, there's
Yeah.
the
more or less the
GT4,
same.
the 5, and the 6.
Yeah,
And
but
they have,
even
like,
the
different
different
tires, I think,
colors
too.
are slightly different.
Pony's in
Okay.
5th, and he's got 5 focus tokens going into that curve. Dude,
What?
what's up?
Well, I got
Okay.
for my first roll. I went all out with 5 dice. And I was
I
like,
don't know. I feel like I'm just too risk averse for this game.
all right, slow and steady wins the race. You can be the turtle.
Not in this game.
I can be
This
the
game does
turtle.
not work
No.
like that.
No?
No, this is a push your luck game.
Mm-hmm.
It
Tell that to the
seems
turtle.
like it. I wonder
Yeah,
if I could just coast around and then go crazy.
absolutely.
Shell's here for the
Boy.
scenery. That's fine.
If
How
I
many of
don't
them can I
play
put
it,
out?
then-
Just keep clicking
All of
until
them.
it tells me to stop?
Yes.
You can use each die once.
Mm-hmm. But that
Ooh.
increased the risk of hitting the hazard when you roll them.
Ah,
When that
yes.
happens, that's where the issue. So
Okay.
Unless you do
But
one at a time.
you don't have to go flat out, right? So if you're rolling
That's
all
true.
8 of these dice, you can do one at a time. And if you
Okay,
decide
let's
to
do one at
stop,
a time.
you stop.
I'm so scared.
Fingers crossed.
Oh dear God.
You'll be fine.
Oh, you're good.
You're fine.
You totally could have gone
Yippee.
farther.
Ah,
Yeah, you
You have a
could've-
driver's
it's a
license, right, Michelle?
stress. Yeah, I do. Come on.
Yeah.
My
in the-
sister-in-law doesn't.
In the state of
Listen, I may
California.
look like this, but I'm definitely old enough to drive.
Yeah, but there's so much traffic where she lives that she doesn't actually get to go more than like second gear.
So-
Was it about your age? It's about East Coast people sometimes don't. So.
Oh
yeah.
no way. Okay.
Oh
Well, I
yeah,
don't know.
totally.
Oh, look at,
What
look
up,
at Tyler blowing
nerds?
past you.
What's up, Alex? Welcome, buddy.
Hey, Rosie, welcome to the chat.
All right, how's it
Rosie,
going?
Rosie.
Hard.
Was a Rosie taken? Is that why you're a double Rosie?
Well,
But he didn't want
it's
to
like
go
one
two.
Rosie, but
like,
twice as good.
the rosiest.
Go fast.
So
Let's
if
drive fast.
just because I haven't played this, I've played like literally for 2 minutes to try to make sure I understood how the basic mechanics of the system work rather than the game.
Sure.
If I roll individually each one, and I make it to that point, and that's where I hit my like third hazard, I stop at that point, correct?
Yeah.
Or okay.
And so if you crash in first or second gear, you go down to 0 and you start
That's
your
right.
next turn in 0. If you
Okay.
crash in third gear or higher, you go to 00 and your next turn is going back to 0, and then your next
okay.
next turn
So
is
you
actually
lose
going.
two?
So you basically
That's
Two
fun.
turns.
you basically lose one turn. If you crash in second, you just start at
Oh,
0.
that's not a good start.
Which actually can sometimes be beneficial because you can use more dice that way. But
And there are pit stops too, right? Like if you take damage.
So you can,
There
you can start
are,
using
yeah.
your focus tokens now, or you can
Yep.
keep pressing your luck.
yep. So
Or you can have what's in the box.
With the box. But I'm committed to this regardless. I can't.
No,
you
hit
can
stop
stop. There should be a button to hit stop. You can just
Yeah, oh,
say
there it is. Oh, yep.
I'm.
I should look slightly to the right.
You shouldn't stop there though because I don't approve.
There we go.
You should definitely stop there because it blocks Andrew.
Come on.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Now keep going in wreck.
uncharted
Oh,
territory.
see,
now.
he's secured. He's just paying
So
for these.
exciting.
This man's.
Whoa.
All right,
Go.
now is where you absolutely should stop, but I don't think you should. Just like go
Excuse
for it.
you.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not. I'm
Tyler
going
has
for it.
the gunners.
Whoa, he
Ah.
did it.
Nice work.
Son of a gun. I knew I should have gone to sixth
Okay,
gear.
Andrew finally gets a turn. So 1, 2.
Andrew is ready.
I mean,
All right, Andrew, go flat out.
Oh my gosh.
This seems like a one at a time type of
This
proposition.
does seem like a
here.
one at a time.
Oh.
That's total quitter talk.
So now we're already at 2
You're fine.
hazards. I'm absolutely not fine. So
Stay there.
being in third gear is
Can you just stop?
You're
You
in
can.
good
Like, oh
position.
no.
Yep.
yeah.
If you're doing one
So
at a time, you can stop at any time.
Okay.
I have at the top of my screen options to roll 4, which will roll the die, secure for 1, focus, or to stop rolling. So I'm going to secure this one so I don't have to roll it. So now I can secure the next one, but it costs me 2 instead of 1. But that's probably worth it. And then I think I should just stop here because crashing in 6th gear is a way to lose
Oh my
lots
gosh,
and
yeah.
lots and lots of
Yes.
turns.
And look at Tyler taking first pole position.
And if you look down at your little dashboard, it kind of tells you that this is where your sort of crash chart is, I guess, is the gear that you're in when you crash, the gear that you will go to, and then these little black squares are the number of damage tokens you have to draw depending on the tile you're on. So each tile is either yellow, and almost all these are yellow. This one's orange. So depending on how dangerous the terrain is when you crash. So if I'm on a yellow tile in 6th gear, I would draw 2 damage tokens, which can be bad. Cause you to lose dice, cause you to change the weather, which isn't really bad for you, but is bad for everyone. So, Alex, I
Well,
won't be
it's happy to see
offended. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
great
right.
to see Tyler.
Thanks.
It's only good to see me. I'm assuming that means because you got to see me last week, so it's
Tyler, you know it's your turn,
a
right?
recency thing. But
Oh, sorry. I was not used to this.
he's preparing for his move.
Not used
Yeah,
to
this is not going to be
driving
This
a
is gonna be,
race car. Yeah.
So is there a penalty if we don't read this billboard on this tile as we drive past?
There absolutely is. Somebody
I do want to
paid
make
for
sure the
that
sponsorships
advertisement.
get all of their eyeballs.
What is the billboard?
oh,
Say.
that's why. Okay.
W something.
I think it says
Learning.
Vote Quimby.
Whoa.
Learning.
Does watch Board Game Quest on
Yes,
Twitch
definitely.
TV.
Oh yeah, definitely.
OrGameQuest.com. Today's did not have a review. It had a news article about our Twitch stream. Thanks for coming. If you
There wasn't even a
watched that.
review. We can't even. This is doing streams on Monday when we don't generally have reviews. Poor
That's a
planning.
good point.
It's poor
I
planning.
live for Tony's.
Oh,
plugs.
we have a wreck.
Oh no.
So since Tyler went flat out, he still gets all these focus tokens. So that might help him later. But now he gets to rearrange the dice. So he can lay these back out in any way that's legal to try to mitigate the disaster that is his role.
Oh my
Andrew,
gosh.
can you get us like that Price is Right sad trombone for when someone spins out? Because that'd be perfect.
You know, with a little more advance warning, Tony, I probably could have made that happen. But
Oh,
I feel like we need a
gosh.
soundboard.
my on-the-fly soundboard.
I'm so.
There we go. Toss is like that guy from the Police Academy movies.
We're pretty low budget here, so
You're right.
that's the best we can come up
Wait,
with.
we have a budget?
No, low budget.
one told
Let's
me.
negative 4,000. Whoa. Oh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So that worked
Sounded
out
wrong way there.
pretty well, though, because he still got pretty far and he crashed in first gear, which means he's just going to start in
Just
zero
zero.
instead of 1 and takes no damage. So,
So that's the best that he could have done with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I had just to make sure because I was literally clicking around trying to figure it out.
yeah.
Because it died out like the last die was the one that caused me to crash to hit the third hazard. I could choose everything before then
Yep.
and just make it legal in whatever way possible.
And even if it wasn't the last one on the way you, so if, who's going here? If Tony had just rolled these flat out and the 3 was a hazard, he could just take them all off and relay them out any way he wants. As long as it's still a legal way to do it. And
Okay.
you can make your crash earlier or later than it might have otherwise been.
So, is there a button for me to throw my like McDonald's shake at Tyler at his windshield as I'm driving past?
Don't throw that.
I don't.
Well, actually, Frosties are a little better. But
Oh, wait! You sound like you're speaking from experience.
yeah.
If anybody from the Wendy's,
I think she
Corporation is
means
watching
from
and you'd like to
eating,
sponsor-
not from like throwing.
We are happy to plug Frosties over McDonald's
Like
shakes.
half the comments on our stream is just asking for sponsors.
Like,
So
yeah.
the danger of wrecking like this is that he's going to get in a real bad spot. But
How dare you?
Do it.
well, I can't get far enough to make it that much worse for him. I could get 1 space further, but I would end in first gear, which also has its dangers.
So Andrew, you're just trying to floor it right now, and then just be like, "Oh, no, 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 no," and then just like
Yes.
what it's like Fast and the Furious level.
If you're
Yeah.
watching in the chat and you want to see Andrew go flat out, just go ahead and put in the chat and he'll do
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Flat out. Which
Well, see, the other sort of thought here, like, you know, pro Rallyman racers, right, is to break here. That way you can end faster, right? So I can do this, which is better technically, but then I have to roll all these break dice. So
I see no problems.
Totally.
And the focus tokens with the break dice, don't you need like 1 per token or something?
you do. So if I wanted to focus away that stack, I have to pay for all of them. So I need 6 focus.
Oof.
Considering I'm sitting on 1, I'm going to go the slightly less crazy route. And
Alex says, "I usually just go flat out or mess up and have BGA screw me over."
so as long
Or
as I
Grasp and
don't,
blames his tools.
1, 2 hazards.
The
It's
dice
all right.
do not like you.
I can't reckon anything other than
No.
it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Where's our
Gee
sad trombone?
whiz. I don't know. I'm just gonna. Jeez.
Yeah, I agree, Alex. That was 100% Tony's fault. If
Do
nothing
clouds
else,
debris, like, do they have to go around you or?
they do. Yeah, if you wreck in a way that you get double 0, you actually get pulled off the track. So
Whoa, look at that.
Dang,
All right. Decision.
Shaboop.
that was like the fastest turn we've had all night. I'm pretty sure Michelle clicked the random dice button, hit go.
No, I did not.
there's not a random dice button. So here is, hey,
What?
is this what you're gonna do, Taz? Is that really your plan?
Think about next turn, how you're getting down to 2nd gear.
Yes,
Well-
I understand.
Not only that, but if you end in 6th gear, you will be the first player next turn. Just
Right.
worth pointing out.
And
Vroom,
And you have two,
vroom.
and you have two
Maybe
people
not.
blocking you.
So you won't wreck.
Oh
but
wait,
you-
yeah.
you-
See, okay, all right, hold on. This
Hold
is the
on.
same problem I had with the first game.
Welcome to
All
Taz's
right.
soapbox.
There's no way to pass. All right, which is realistic. Fine, that's fine. You can do that.
Record scratch.
But the whole point is a catch-up mechanic.
Well,
None.
this isn't about catching up. This is about the dangers of ending your turn in first gear. Like, the fact that you ended
Yes.
your turn in first gear makes it very hard for you to do anything profitably. Like, you're kind of screwed, but, like, don't do that.
Yeah.
What
I
did I
Choose
that.
your own destiny.
I didn't plan this.
Don't
so you
do the
guys
thing
would
you've
be
already
in
done.
the turn.
Well, Michelle, I couldn't, like, tell him it in advance. So the other option you have is to go straight, not start with 1, go to 2, 3, 4, and then break down to 1 so that you go later. That's what I
Alex,
would
this
do,
is-
but I'm
this
not
is
here
lap
to help
1.
you. This is lap 1 of 2, sir. This is
I
the
can't-
start
I
line.
can't break.
I want to see a weather change. Where's the weather die?
I can go to, so on my next turn, I could go to 3, then 2, and then get into the. No, I'm going first. Unless I
Steph
get
popping
to
in.
So you want to try to
Groundhog.
end your turn in first gear
Hey.
if you can,
We
which
have
you
a
certainly
groundhog
can.
emoji?
Okay, so hold on.
No groundhog.
I don't know.
Let's
Groundhog
do that.
Ground. No. Tyler's so popular.
I know. I wish I got this reception. Maybe you should get a Mayor of Twitch sash to go with my Mayor of Gen Con sash. We can wear them together.
I'm very big in New Jersey. That's literally the only state I'm popular in. Illinois, not even the case.
The
You-
whole state, or just part of the state?
A very subset of
I feel,
can't remember where.
I feel like a certain house in New Jersey is about the
Yes,
limit.
and a gaming group with John and Phil.
Well, Tyler was raised in a town with a population of 6,
Wow.
Untrue.
7.
700 people, but that's not. And I lived outside of that town, so
Is that fire truck still on the
Wow.
cover of the newspaper?
you guarantee it is.
Hey, Taz, it's your turn, buddy.
Taz, is this
Yes,
still your
I'm
turn?
trying to plan this out. Thank you.
That was-
Numbers don't change on the dice.
Hold on.
County. So true, Steph. So true.
So that.
Oh,
Gosh, I really
that's
like
an interesting-
Tass's mood lighting. I mean, I've got some mood lighting over here, but like,
I just got this
I go
Fluorescent.
No, I feel like I need to
light.
get some step up my mood lighting game.
Sad times.
All right, next stream, I'm doing mood lighting.
Andrews points to his just normal light.
Well, it's yellow. It's colored. Yellow is a color.
Yellow is a color. Math checks out.
That looks like goldenrod or macaroni. and
Goldenrod.
cheese.
Wow.
Macaroni and cheese is a Crayola color, which is awesome.
It's also a delicious pasta-like food.
You're giving it way too much credit.
I was waiting for Tony to tell me how it's not pasta or something, but
Tass just cleared all his dice again.
Again,
Sorry, I'm trying to figure like how to get
pasta-like.
exactly into first.
It's okay.
Hey, Steph, thanks for
What's happening in chat
following.
here?
And then
Pasta-like.
if I go to 1,
Pasta like.
Yay.
Macaroni is a
Right.
pasta.
It
It
is.
is a
It
pasta.
is.
I feel like when I think of macaroni and cheese, I think of the ones that I put in the microwave for my 6-year-old, and I wouldn't call those pasta
Like-
because
No.
Kraft or Velveeta.
Kraft, yeah, generally.
Kraft.
If you're watching from the Kraft Corporation, we're
Yeah.
as a sponsor.
My kid
Stop.
eats like 6 of those things a week. So,
why is it asking if I want to make a pit stop?
well, anytime you just say no because you don't have any
Oh,
reason
okay.
to, but anytime you end your turn in first gear on the edge of the map in a straightaway, you can
But
pit
we do
stop.
need a pillar emoji on
Okay.
here.
All right.
Someone's
Right.
putting shade on your animations, Tony.
Yeah, right. What's up, my animation?
I mean,
That
they're
animation is.
they're like a solid C+.
It's so wizard.
Man. Smekmon. Smechman.
That's Alex's
Stephanie.
wife.
It's Groundhog.
Oh, I'm not.
The best.
S.
Tony's
Beating
way
heart
ahead.
of Board Game Quest.
Factually correct.
So these couple of
Am I in
turns
third
are a little
gear?
bit tricky.
Yeah, right? How do I...
2 coast coast 1. Yeah, you're not gonna get through them both, sir.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way.
I really love people clearing their dice, like seeing them to be like, nope. How about this? Nope.
Oh, I
no.
can't coast it
Yeah.
this gear.
This is one of the, I mean, it's not one of the few. It's actually one of the mini games that I think I prefer playing async online because when you play it live, like you just get frustrated with people and you like lay their dice out for them. You're like, it's just like this. This is the thing you can do.
It's so obvious.
But if you're playing async, you don't know how many times they had to clear their dice to figure out the obvious thing, right? So.
It's true, but we're
All right.
here and we're
We're going
seeing.
flat
But
out.
we're
You guys
here,
ready?
so now we're just going to give each other.
I'm going to click the flat out button. I'm going to do this.
I mean, 4-4.
Mekman is Steph. Ah,
Alex, I really like this live. I mean, I think
gee whiz.
you have to have people that understand the game and are on the ball and kind of want to play because it can take too long. But otherwise,
Right.
I really like it.
This implementation has gotten better since when we first played it.
Yeah, the first time we played on BGA, when the dice
It
cover up
just
these
released.
things, yeah, you would just wreck and you wouldn't know it.
Like
I
I,
don't
I
know,
like I like how
whatever.
the dice highlight now whenever you're
Nice.
gonna screw up.
Woohoo!
Are you playing Mario Kart?
Finally. Jeez.
Welcome, Daryl with 1 hour. Wait a minute.
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Daryl.
Daryl.
I'm
I know
confused.
Daryl.
Daryl's name has 2 R's, but it says with 1 R. I feel like
Who
he's trying
cares?
to he's trying to trick us. Which is it, Daryl?
So,
Anyway, Daryl hangs out in the other Twitch streams.
yeah, Daryl and I go way back because when all the Twitch Pride emotes were a thing, I had the left heart and he had the right heart. So, we would complete each other's hearts.
I complete my own heart now. Which
Well, now we both have them both, I think, but
Oh boy.
it's still a thing.
Is it
What
bad to
happened?
complete
What
your own
happened?
heart?
Oh
Crap.
no!
Set
Did you
back your
bust?
dices with a loss of control, confirmed trajectory.
Oh,
so
man.
now,
Womp
This
womp.
game really doesn't want you to win.
no, it
Yeah.
does not.
See, and Tony, you
Uh,
said people don't wreck very often in this game, and
It's
we're
because
just
you picked the
bouncing
green
around these
card.
corners.
No, I didn't say. No, I said they don't wreck, not spin out.
Oh, that's fair.
Like I've seen damage come in like once ever.
You know, these cars look like actual cars. Like yellow
opposed
legit
to-
looks like a Porsche.
Yeah, my friends that are like big car people are saying, will take one and tell me what car I have, like actual car, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. I got
Not
the purple
interested.
one. It goes fast.
Yeah, I'm not a car person either.
Don't laugh at my
Like-
car goes fast.
Yeah, purple looks like a Miata.
My car gets me from point A to point B, and on weekends point C.
Oops.
Red looks like a Camaro.
Okay, well, I've lost the whole screen.
Green looks like a Honda something.
So I have to point out something just in terms of implementation of the game. I don't know that this represents rally car because, and somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, isn't rally car timed? It's not like,
It
like-
is.
Well,
So,
there's Rallyman Dirt, which you might like better then.
yeah.
is
So,
that just a time trial? That wouldn't be interactive. I mean, I understand why they
Well,
do
they
it
just had the Kickstarter for it.
yeah, so the first Rallyman, so first of all, Tyler, the reason you're struggling here is
Yeah.
the red car is in third gear. So to pull up beside it, you have
So
to
if I
be in
go
third
here,
gear.
I could be fine. Thank you.
No, you can't be because you'll
it
still be
doesn't
inside.
matter.
So your only way to pull up alongside Michelle is to do
to go-
the
He's
rolling
going too
start
fast for you
to
to pass
go
her.
to start in two. Yeah.
The two. I thought it was directly next to. So that,
No, you can't pull up equal to even if it's not directly next to.
I am on the roof of my car, y'all. Third gear. Just like, what, Tyler, what?
What?
What did you do?
Michelle accidentally blocking people out and real happy about it.
I'm ghost right in my car.
Did you
in
spin out
third
again?
gear.
He did. So because he did the rolling start to go straight to two,
Oh,
if you roll a hazard on that two,
He's
you
still
are
talking
done.
about the problems.
You caused all kinds of problems, Michelle. You should feel bad.
Chaos.
And it's really terrible because it also hoses me here because I can go 1, 2, 3, but now I can't
see
break
that.
down.
That's why it's terrible. Because
I
Oh,
can
you're
go
also going to end in the
two-
wrong lane too.
3.
I just base all of my
Coast.
choices on how much Andrew whines, and then I know like.
Look, Michelle, I'm not whining.
good
I'm just
plan.
trying to
That's a good plan.
explain why it's terrible
Michelle,
for me.
Don't do that.
Pretty sure Andrew's trying to win the demo.
All right, I see how this is going to be, friends. I thought we were friends. I'll just leave and go.
We are friends.
you're gonna get banished again, Michelle.
All right, I don't know.
No, I still don't know how I'm gonna make it through those 4 corners ahead.
And
so.
Andrew's audio fidelity is great. You know that's what first got me to get him to become a
Your
BGQ
audio
reviewer.
fidelity.
I saw his audio fidelity and like I gotta have this guy on the team.
All right, I guess this is probably my best option.
Do
Oh,
it.
you're gonna pass Michelle? Is that allowed?
It is, but I'm stuck, and now Tony's going to
can?
get further ahead, and it's going to make me sad.
All right, Michelle, get the frosty out.
Actually, I
Alex is questioning your ability to
Your
see
eyes.
sound, Tony.
Oh, I can see sound. That's my superpower. That and the ability to banter well with supervillains.
Steph
Alright.
says he's got the voice of an NPR broadcaster.
Is that good?
So I went a little bit of a different route and just did 2, 3, 4, secured the 2 so that I could basically
Did
go
Steph
again.
change her name?
Yes, she did.
You're in 4th gear?
I am. I went
Oh,
2,
okay.
3, 4, so I can hopefully try to mess with you.
Gotcha. I don't
That's
have Synthesia.
Synesthesia is
Synesthesia.
amazing, by the way.
Who's that?
For those who like, it's basically you.
Is that Disney
associate-
movie where they play the music?
No,
The class
dude.
music?
You experience say sound as like taste, or like you basically cross wires on 2 different senses.
That sounds complicated.
So like some people can see sound
that
as color,
sounds complicated.
and then they make like art pieces, which is
Dude,
super cool.
really? I hope you wipe
Yeah.
out.
All right. So with any luck, and with any, I mean like a significant amount of luck, this should work perfectly.
Of course, I know what it is. I just
Of
know
course
these
it does.
random things. Also,
Boom.
I have a friend who has it. So
It doesn't really mess Tony up too much, unfortunately. He just goes around me, but
But you're a slight annoyance, and that's
I
the
am.
most that we can
That's
expect.
Pretty
Oh.
accurate to
It,
real life.
it is enough annoyance that he has to break down to 1, and then he's kind of stopped. So
oh, thank
Here,
you.
what
I am
gear
a
are you
great
in?
addition to this group.
I am in 1st gear, so it's hard to tell because your thing is covering mine up. So sometimes you have to look at the sidebar on the right to see
I hate when my
what
thing
gear
covers
people are.
yours up.
Tony,
Oh no! What's happening? Just play.
Please.
nothing to see here,
Please.
friends.
No,
We went
don't
there.
clip anything.
Do not turn captions on.
No. Some of those auto captions are pretty bad, so just hire a legit captions person if you do video content. please.
Come on.
I mean,
Come
I
on,
guess
fail.
it's probably I don't know. I don't know if it's
Fail.
better than nothing or not.
Fail.
but-
Oh yeah,
Toss,
that's true.
fail.
I don't know.
Toss, we're gonna have a lesson on sportsmanship soon.
I'm doing what I can to win this game.
I must plan my trajectory.
Toss is gonna win the demo.
Oh,
I like
this
how
a
Tony
Is
keeps
it?
saying how it's not about winning the demo, and it's easy to say
So-
when you're the guy in front.
I could
It is
enter
easy.
this at 3rd. I
You-
would just get a hazard.
No, you would just crash, and it would
I would
be
just straight up crash.
unadvisable.
I have to
Yeah.
meet that. Oh
Correct.
no!
Crashing is bad.
So
Ay
you,
ay ay.
you can go down to 2, and then jump right back up to 3rd, or whatever you see
Okay,
fit.
so then I would choose like the green die.
Crashing bad. Alex keeps us on
Yeah.
track here.
Alex,
Crashing
I
is
got
bad.
a blue Yeti Nano for my microphone.
Oh really? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Why?
It'll die in like 2 to 3 years.
Well, I mean, so might I. It can
Oh,
happen.
2 to 3 years, we'll all be in the Oasis anyway.
However, if Yeti wants to send us one to prove us wrong,
Oh,
I feel like
that's
asking
plug.
for a
actually
sponsorship right
blue.
after that.
Do you want this,
Blue
this
is the
type of
company you wanna
Yeti?
be.
Or
Yeti,
Alright,
yeah, so
let's
Yeti
just
makes cups and coolers. So.
Try this. I don't
Shell's planning
even.
her trajectory.
I don't even know. I don't know. I just gonna do the thing.
I
I
make
don't
the
know.
engine sounds too.
what? Why?
Mer
Why?
mer mer. That's my engine.
You really should get that checked out.
Oh my gosh, I have so much focus. What can I use focus on again?
Instead
You
of
can-
rolling, you can use spend it to auto pass a die.
Meaning I just I'm like, this is whatever I needed it to be. Woo!
Well, so instead of rolling and potentially getting a hazard, you just don't roll
Oh,
it
yeah.
and you count
Let's- yeah, I don't know. I don't have 14. Why not?
For those just joining us and wondering about our strategy, some of us may have been drinking already.
Dude, I was drinking. It was me. I
For
did
those
the
wa-
crimes.
For those just watching, I would also suggest drinking because it makes us more entertaining.
That's
And-
true.
I am
This-
so entertaining sober too.
I am the most entertaining all the time.
Don't drink and drive with friends. That's a fact, Daryl. We are
I said that too,
anti-drinking and
Daryl.
driving.
I said that too.
That was Michelle's
We-
PSA at the start.
Yeah. Don't drink and drive unless you're just driving Rallyman cars on Board Game Arena. Then it's.
So at what point do I
Acceptable.
have to be concerned about one of you guys throwing a blue shell at me?
There are no blue shells. Red shells, yes. Green
Oh.
shells, star power ups, and. That's
I
about it.
always
make a Mario
fail
Kart
star
game.
power ups,
That would be
especially
an
on
awesome
Rainbow Road.
I was
Always
never
Rainbow
good at
Road
Mario
with
Kart.
star power-ups.
I always taking
Yeah.
the banana. I feel like I do nothing with that.
What has happened?
You throw the banana behind you.
I do. I usually actually let it dangle behind me to try and hit a red shell coming at me. But
You could do that?
yeah, if you just like press down and hold, it'll just drag behind you.
You can shield with a banana? Oh, man.
Did I just?
Yes,
Life
Alex,
has
purple
changed.
gin, always.
All
Who
right.
makes purple gin?
Empress 1908, sponsor us.
If,
See, I did it
if the
too.
Empress 1908 Corporation is watching us, we would love for you to sponsor our stream.
So if you're one of the many spectators of this race paying attention to this part, we're gonna change your focus way back here to where Taz is, back in this corner. So
What are we paying attention to?
Taz.
I was
Taz
just
is make-
I was making fun of how far behind he is. I was being
Taz
rude.
has us right where he wants us.
I
Ash.
don't know. Like, so, like, if you're behind, though, you could see where all the holes are. And then you're like, whoa, I'm going to take advantage of the holes.
Taz is used to Boston traffic.
Yes.
So I
Alright,
have to start with the 1 die.
You well, you can start with a 2, but if you roll a hazard on the 2, you will stop right there.
And if starting with the 1 will give you an extra space of movement anyway, so
Yeah. The only reason you would start with a 2 is if you're going to need to break down to 1 later.
or you're trying to pass somebody.
What's Boston traffic like? Apparently, Tass has the skills for it.
Boston traffic sucks.
So is Chicago traffic.
No,
You
but
know
the
what?
problem is, it's like whatever I get up to, I need to get back down to 2. So I need that 2 die. For
Well,
here.
you can end right before the turn in a high gear and then just brake at the start of your next turn.
That's true. Okay.
That
Go
is-
room. That's the sound you make.
The
That
worst truck
is-
I ever saw was in Rome. Those people are crazy.
Have you
I
seen
did a lot
Ford
of
versus
walking in
Ferrari?
Rome.
Yes,
Yeah, it's a good movie.
Really like that movie.
it was good. I liked it.
Well, let me do that.
I'll tell you, traffic here in small town Indiana, not that bad.
So you like get the ducks crossing the road.
There are occasionally geese that you have to watch out for.
Mallard.
All right,
Tony.
starts with Tony.
Do
again.
your worst.
Streets have not changed since. You
Yep.
sound so hard.
Was it? It was trails for cattle and
Like
stuff.
super noir.
Yeah.
Tony
I don't
just
miss
taking
traffic.
perfect
So,
lines here.
My wife is always amazed that I have a good cardinal sense of direction no matter how I'm driving. Like, I tend to focus on which general direction stuff is.
General direction.
So, thank you. So if you go to a city like Lubbock, where all the
Ugh.
streets are laid out in a grid, super easy. You really
Crash.
cannot,
Crash.
be dumb enough to drive there. However, in Boston, where streets go any direction, you kind of have to assume you're eventually going to get to where you're going, even though you have to take this road and then veer over on this road and veer over on that road.
That is a good question. Why would you go to Lubbock?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, I
Lubbock.
know people in Lubbock, and
It's
Kendra,
Texas, right?
Kendra
Yes,
hopping in
Texas.
with the hard-hitting questions about why you would be there. Then again,
Right.
like
Does
I
anyone
say
know
that.
who Little
we go.
Smurfy one is?
Yeah,
Because
that is
they
Kendra.
also-
She is in the general Indianapolis game group that I play with
Ah,
sometimes.
okay.
So, used to play
Also
with
agrees. 10 out of 10 would not
pre-COVID.
go to Lubbock.
10 out of 10. Yeet Lubbock off the map.
See, I'm here for you. Like Alex, you're not like in the stream, but I gotta use the 10 out of 10.
Right? We're here for the eats.
Yeet. Keep gaming Indy, Alex. That is the one.
Oh, it is getting crowded. Why are you all here?
Robin is racing.
Who invited you?
No.
So, Michelle,
Thank you.
you have a cool button up there that says skip turn, probably, because
Hi, Jeff's son. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, I have to skip my turn because there's no way that I can get past.
Who is this Jeff?
thanks
Well,
for
Smarty
following,
One,
Jeff's son.
I appreciate you.
Oh, make it rain. Here come the dice.
You
Hi, this is Jeff's son.
surviving Lubbock.
3.
Bigger question:
like-
has Jeff been on the stream?
Jeff has not.
Oh, of course. See,
Jeff, are
that's
you
why
Jeff's
Jeff's son
Hazard
is
Psych? Are you in
better.
Arizona?
There are two like Jeffs.
Oh,
There's
it is
like
Jeff's
Jeff
son.
in Arizona. And
Tell
like
Jeff we miss
from
him.
Illinois. Wait, yes, there were two questions there for you, Jeff. Which one? Are you the Jeff in Arizona or are you from Illinois?
Well, if he's
Both.
Jeff's son,
Yes.
he's in Arizona, then I think it's one of
Both
the
are
same.
correct.
Both are correct.
Jeff was in Illinois, then he moved
It's
to
a
Arizona
time
because he hates
traveler.
us.
Whoa.
All right. Ugh.
Use
I don't know
both.
what I should do.
Just
Both.
no guts, no glory.
I think no guts, no glory often leads to death. So
That's quitter talk.
Where's all your focus tokens, man?
I've spent them.
You need some focusing.
All right.
You know how you get those.
Focus.
I'll just stop there.
Yes, Sensei.
Tyler, you're up, sir.
Thank
Living is
you.
overrated.
Living is overrated. I'll tell you, if you need an existential crisis, like the top of Reddit today was, "Are you scared of dying? Ask Reddit." I'm like, I don't need to read this
Ew,
anymore.
Yeah, I don't
Why?
need that.
But,
There's enough for me to be scared of right now. I don't need additional things.
yeah,
Yes.
I got like 3 in. I'm like, why do people do this to themselves? But I also did it to myself, so maybe I should ask myself these hard-hitting questions.
Well, good on you for hydrating. That is a big bottle. Look
It
at
is.
You. Big boy bottle right there.
I'm really going for some nigiri right now.
No. Hey, you said it right though.
Right?
Yeah.
See, I'm learning.
It's
You're right, I
not
should
the
go back to the
correct
jury.
board game quest pronunciation.
Who did it?
Yeah.
Who did it? I heard it wrong.
Tony definitely has made a point to have the box next to him, so we can only play games on here that Tony owns.
Yeah, right. So you won't
He's
be seeing
in-
any heavy euros on this stream.
Tony, are you in the right gear?
That's
Ew.
Yeah, da 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 da.
It's like me and my son when we play any game. We love to mispronounce things in creative ways. What are the oh yeah, the cards in Lords of Waterdeep? They're called Intrigue, right?
Oh yeah.
So for the longest time, and he started playing the game when he was really young. He just started reading, so he would always mispronounce it Intrigue.
Nice.
So now we just replace any vowel with like a double O sound. So
Tyler running some
playing
catching up here.
Undaunted North Africa today, and he's like, "I'm going to make a toque with my scoot."
Oh yeah.
Attack
Oogs.
scout,
Oogs sounds are
yeah.
great too.
Oops.
I'm not.
My,
I mean,
my
I
buddy calls
like
the raise tokens and Imperial Sellers Raz tokens.
Raz.
So I'm not sure if he's just like heckling the people or actually destroying their buildings.
I'm a Reyes this building.
So after you said no fun games, there were some questions about 18xx and Steffenfeld. I think Castles of Burgundy should be happening at some point for sure.
Absolutely.
And Alex, I am still on record that I would, teach an 18 Chesapeake or something on here. Play it on
I would
18xx.games.
Tyler, get out of my way.
We just need to, 4 or 5 hours, and we can make it happen.
Although we're still trying to figure out what year exactly 18 Chesapeake is.
I mean, I'm sure it's somewhere in the rules. I just
Like the opposite
Oh,
of Lanch
boy.
Party.
Oh no.
Just change the U to an A. Then it would say Lanch Party.
All right.
And how would that be better?
you're locked in now, Alex. I'm going to teach it. I'm going to make it happen.
This sucks. This sucks.
It's gonna be Tyler.
Everything sucks.
Tyler's on 2 hazards, has no focus, but he's in second gear. It's pretty low risk here. I say
Are
as
you
I try to
commentating?
get him.
Right, you say
yeah.
this, you're the one that's not rolling.
And he crashes right in front of Tony. So
Perfect.
I approve. I don't really. It's actually maybe bad for me, but I don't know. 5, 4,
Although
3.
the game clearly
5,
doesn't
4,
know you.
3,
It says plan
Oops.
your trajectory.
4,
Alex
3.
says
Planning.
my sister made a sign for my mom's laundry room, but spelled it laundry. So now we call it laundry.
Lanudry.
I hate
Is
doing
it
laundry.
Lanudry or Lanudry?
No, it's Tom Lanerdry.
Ah,
Coach.
Laundry. Do your laundry.
so this is bad.
I'm fuzzy on the whole good and bad thing.
I would like to keep going, but I can't.
Man, I
I
was
would
doing
like
great.
my car to run.
I was enjoying my slow coast throughout the track. Now you guys all cut up on it. I don't like that.
Like I could lay these differently, but
Just go flat out.
well, it's only 4 dice, so sure. Great success.
Vroom.
Okay.
Okay,
Hey.
move, please.
Get out of my way.
Moving.
Toss is not in last
Get out
place.
of the way.
Toss, you can
Now
jump
we
down
know
to that.
how Michelle really is on the road.
Jason
Toss-
says, "Hey guys, how's the racing?" Andrew,
Toss, you know you
earned
can
his
jump down to that
asterisk.
single square.
Oh, right.
I mean, it's pretty hard to cheat on BGA, so
Mhm.
I'm
I
trying
like
my
that.
best.
I go down.
Welcome,
to
Jason. Good to see you.
2.
yeah.
There we go. Then
Uh,
I go to a 3.
What are you, the
Show the
Tootsie Roll owl?
numbers.
1, a
One.
2, 3. Wait a minute. You're gonna,
2.
You can't do the
A
3.
three.
A
Toss.
3.
you see the glow on the 3?
You have
Why?
to shift it over to the
Because
left
you're going
side.
from you're crossing that one dotted line, so you have to be in first gear when you're crossing that.
Aha, I see.
Oh,
Yeah,
So go
so
there.
Alex was asking to
Yes.
show some of these corner spots. So these in the corners, if they have a number on them, you can't be higher than that gear. So if these two spots, you have to be in second gear. This spot also has a 2 under it. And these dashed lines mean you can't cross it in anything higher than first gear. So that's why Taz couldn't come out here in third gear. He had to come out in third gear over here.
All right, y'all ready? Flat out.
Flat out. Do it.
Do it.
Flat
Dun, dun, dun.
out.
Do it. Do it.
Ooh,
How did you get so lucky?
He's collecting.
unnecessary.
That
Unnecessary.
there
Totally
wasn't.
necessary.
There was not a but
100%.
necessary. That was just entirely
celebrate our
unnecessary.
small wins in this game.
my small win is just to not crash. Like that's what I'm
I
trying
got this
to do.
yellow car in front of me that's like going the wrong direction.
Lap
I just
two,
really
I'll
wanted
take
to
it more
look
serious.
into my competitor's eyes as I'm going around the corner here.
Kids,
Hmm.
always look eye.
Exactly.
In your eyes.
Wow. Is this going to turn into a Twitch Sings stream later?
No
Dear
thanks.
God, I hope not. So we're rolling twos. All right.
Zoom,
Michelle just
zoom,
wanted to slow
zoom.
down for the rabbit. She just
Vroom.
looking at the rabbit.
Yeah, I got distracted. I was like, ooh, rabbit. It's so big. Oh wait, I'm on a race. Whoops.
Zoom.
Make my heart
What?
go boom boom.
Wait, that's an SNL sketch.
No,
This
it's
is just
from Disney.
terrible for me.
Well,
All right,
it's also
Michelle, let's see
Disney.
them fat driving skills yours.
I don't know.
Oh,
Where are
Tony
the
will be
skills?
first.
I don't know where the skills
the-
are.
She's got skills and they're multiplying.
Those
Looks like a rabbit.
Ooh, what the? Okay, so then maybe I should just coast in since I'm already at the right gear.
seems reasonable.
I don't know.
Show can't drive.
Well,
Wow.
Daryl, I was going to say, I'm not sure you want to, but you can tell from the last 12 seconds that you definitely don't want to watch this group Twitch Things because that was
Yeah,
horrendous.
right. I'm seeing our follower
There's
count
just
drop
me
down
Twitch
now.
singing. I'm driving a car.
Why did you turn into like an 80-year-old lady Twitch singing all of a
Very
sudden?
confused by the
Either that or one of
vocal
Alex's
choices.
cats.
Entertaining for sure, but you'd have to
This is
keep
the
the volume pretty
worst.
low.
This is the worst. I don't know what to do.
So you can like go down to 1 and then right back up to 2 or coast through. Yeah. Hitting that second turn is the tricky part.
You know, you could save a die if you go into the inside
Oops,
corner.
oops, oops. No. Blah, 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 blah. No.
All right then.
Back it up.
Beep, beep,
Where
beep.
do I go? How do I not do that one?
Yeah, so
Okay.
hit if you. So the very first, or after
I
your
could
1 die.
secure it. I could put the die there and then secure it.
No.
No?
Well, go ahead, Andrew.
Yeah, so if you click on the first white die again, Michelle, it should move it down to the inside corner.
Okay.
Which will save you a space.
Yeah, so hit
Oops.
the. That's all right. Click the white
That's
die, and then click the white die again. Like in. There you go.
There you go.
So that way you can come out there, and
Now you still have your 2.
now if you click the 2 again, it'll go down to that inside lane too. And then you can pop out in third gear if you really want to keep going.
If you go to the corner or the outside lane.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That seemed like a
But-
good way for them to
Okay.
avoid having a more complicated interface.
You can keep cruising along too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
just
you don't
gotta-
have
I
to
just
stop
gotta
there.
Do it
Or
one
not.
at a time. You must roll or stop. Okay, I'll just keep rolling.
That's how she rolls.
Yeah.
No, Tony. No.
Aw.
Okay.
All right, and you get to go again because
Whoa,
you're
2 in a
going
row.
fastest.
Why do I get to go again?
Wow, you're the highest gear.
Third gear is the fastest car on the track right now.
Because
so-
everyone's so slow. Okay.
Michelle is intense.
I can just
I am
imagine
intense.
Michelle passing me on the freeway doing that.
Oh, I love like go-kart, like the legit go-karts with the tracks.
Go-karts are fun.
Mm.
They are fun.
Although I threw a banana peel once, did not have the effect I thought it would.
Next
Although
BGQ
here,
con, we should
Up
just
in the
have a go kart.
Northeast, go-kart isn't go-karting unless you're inhaling all the fumes from indoor go-karting.
That sounds less
I
than
don't know.
ideal.
I don't know. This is fine. Whatever. Let's just do this way.
So at my previous employer, my boss, he did like indoor go-kart like races. Like, oh boy,
Sorry.
are we okay? We okay over there?
I'm
No,
okay.
She's going
Gonna go
fast.
first next time, I
Yeah.
think.
Maybe.
Just depends.
Anyway, so we would do these races like once a year, and he would be able to be like, he was just so ridiculously good that like he would start a full lap down of like a 12-lap race and end up winning because he
Wow.
raced like 3-4 times a week, and he knew like every turn. So it was kind of like a just don't let Peter pass you for like half a lap, and it was a slight victory. So I had one time I actually won a race when he was like behind me, and I just blocked him for like a lap, and I was just like, this is my crowning achievement in my
Wow.
professional go-kart career.
Moral victory, if nothing else.
100%. He even bumped me
Furious.
afterwards and said, good job. I'm like, thanks. Please don't fire me. He did not.
Bumped you like fist bump or like hip bump or like
No.
head bump?
Or like,
bump,
or
bump.
hit you with a car.
or other
hit my
objects.
cart with his cart.
Was in the parking lot afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah. God. Had some very questionable things scratched into my car. But I don't
How
know where that
dare
was
you?
This is not good enough. Do not approve. Mostly blame Tyler for sitting in that spot in
I'm
zero
pretty sure you're the
gear.
one that told him to go to that
Yeah,
spot.
exactly. Keep going, Tyler. Nothing bad. Believe it,
governor.
those were your exact words.
I believe that limits the
It's
speed.
the person in charge of the state government.
No, dude. Look at the damn chat.
Whoa.
Whoa.
All right, Michelle. I don't
Speak
know
up,
enough about
Governor's on your
cars.
engine.
God,
Alex,
do we
remember
need
when we
to
were
put
in
the
Napa? We rented that
explosive word on?
crappy SUV with the governor on it and they wouldn't let us go above 55.
Oh. The
That was
governor
very
restricts
frustrating.
engines? How rude. Governors.
Technically, it restricts the throttle.
Wow.
Actually,
Who said that? I couldn't tell. It was a weird voice. Is that Tass?
that was
Yes.
tough.
Yes,
No.
it was Tess.
Ah.
All right, Tyler. You get what you deserve there. Sorry.
Thank you.
He can go. He can go around. He's in first. He'll be in first gear. Wait, no.
I'm in second,
Yeah.
so he's
Oh, he'll have to do a rolling start.
he can rolling
Yeah.
start. Yeah.
So is that like the rolling start where someone's like behind him pushing and then he's got to pop the clutch?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, the sea coolers were cool.
I don't think the game calls them rolling start. I forget exactly what they call them, but I
Seat
was going to take it.
coolers.
look it up.
Flying
That
start?
makes the
Is that
seat
the right
cold?
word?
Flying start. That's what they call them. You're right.
Look, I did read the rule book, okay?
Good
Remember
job.
one thing out of there.
I don't know if I would want my
Everything
seat
else is
to be cold.
questionable.
A really hot day. Yeah.
There are moments.
Is there a reason why it's not letting me click the 4?
Yep, because Michelle there's in fifth gear. So
How
if you want to pull up next to her, you must be in fifth gear. But you can't because then you'll cross that line, so you'll crash. So
Alex is like, makes your
So-
butt cold. Michelle, it was amazing. This is Alex's voice.
That
Yeah.
I can't do either.
correct.
Sounds like he's in the room with us.
You have to be in
Michelle.
fourth gear when
Well,
you go across
if
that dotted
you-
line.
If you go fourth in the middle instead of on the outside, then you can go fifth on the inside. I believe.
Yeah, you gotta hit the corners.
As a large and frequently sweaty
There
man,
you go.
Ah,
they were
I see.
great.
Okay.
Large
So
and
then,
frequently
You got to take that perfect, into the corner, out of the corner type
Right.
of line. Like this game is very important.
I'm not a large and sweaty man, so I'll
Yeah,
just take
checks
your word
out.
for it.
Like a seat heater, but cooler.
So
Go.
anybody in the chat, if you've got suggestions for our next stream next Monday, throw them in the chat.
flat out. Oh yeah.
18
Perfect.
Chesapeake,
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Castles of Burgundy.
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Any game at all, feel free to throw one out.
I'm willing to give Castles of Burgundy one more shot.
I can't.
Wait a second. Wait a second. You also don't really like Castles of Burgundy?
Shell's my spirit animal.
That's craziness,
All
man.
right.
It makes no sense.
I don't know how to do the heart thing.
I'll
This is the heart.
You,
I'll give
you
you
type
the first,
pride,
the first
heart,
time I
L.
played it, I was like, this is popular. And then after, I want to say the third time I played it, that's when you start to see some of the elegance of it. I'm not joking.
Or you
So-
just feel more regret and you feel obligated to like it because you're on your third play.
No, not at all. No.
Yeah. I don't want to acquire a taste for a game like I do a kind of cocktail.
Same. Honestly, I give games one shot. One shot. But for
Harsh.
you, the people, the viewers,
Like that
For
Eminem
you,
song, one
the
shot.
people.
I'm not gonna give
I go
that.
So I can get Max in here. He can sing some Hamilton to you guys. That's not
You
a
got
very.
that.
That's not great, Tony. That's a terrible plan.
Tony must
What? What
plan
did I
their
do?
Trajectory. You're not planning your trajectory.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to end in 3 or 2 because I got Captain Tie Baby up on my heels over there.
Is trajectory the right word?
Yeah,
Sure.
because it's your plan. It's not exactly going to happen.
It's a
They should
perfectly
just
cromulent
say
word.
Trajectory.
BGQ Tony must drive their car.
Well, Alex
Uh-oh,
says
no,
trajectory is
don't-
not, but apparently
Don't
that's
argue with
science.
the physics person.
Alec, I'd like to think I know a little something about physics. Okay.
Okay.
Why not?
And,
Let's do
and what
this.
do you know, Tony? What do you know? Teach us.
Ooh.
Alex isn't here. Alex
thank-
isn't here. He can't say
Thank you, Alex.
I know trajectory refers to projectiles.
anything. You just repeated what Alex
Hold on.
said.
But what
No,
what
the
is the
chat's on delay, I never
definition
saw that.
of a? Isn't a car a projectile if it's moving?
Look, Tony,
Like,
unless you are planning on turning
would-
your car into a projectile,
Maybe I am. Maybe I got Knight Rider. It has those jet engines in the back.
I mean, if my car is going at 100 miles an hour,
What if
it's
it's going 88 miles an hour?
projectiling, then it's going to go back to the future. Obviously, if there's
Clearly.
a clock tower and lightning and stuff.
I do want to
Think
save
of
the
one
clock
thing
tower.
that-
sorry.
I don't
it's my
think
turn.
you've actually seen the movie, Andrew, from that description. You've just
Which
seen like
movie?
one clip.
Unlike Jurassic Park, I have actually seen Back to the Future. So
I have to question this now. So
yeah, I mean, who knows what I've actually seen? I
it's
guess.
true.
So what's the best racing movie?
Oh, okay.
Ford
wait,
versus
so
Ferrari.
What's the
define best.
Question.
What's that
Okay,
Tom
well-
Cruise movie where he's like a NASCAR driver?
Days
Oh,
of
Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder. I watched. My dad loved that movie. I watched it more often than I care to remember. But
I mean, Talladega Nights is pretty funny.
Oh, I do
but,
like Talladega
I wouldn't say
Nights.
it's like best.
I have an aversion to Will Ferrell, so
Why can I not go down to 1?
because I'm in 2.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you got to match
Right.
or exceed the
Hmm.
gear.
Then I can go to 3.
Michelle has become an expert now.
And that's flat out.
Duh.
So I got the
yeah.
rules right here. I know the
You might need to
rules.
refresh it, Alex.
I have 16 focus.
Wait, what is Little Smurfy one with Andrew about?
I
did you just
assume my movie preference for Will Ferrell not being cool.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, Steph, I can't really explain it. I guess it's just what my parents made me watch. I've also seen The Sound of Music like 400 times because it's the only movie my grandma had, so I watched it every time I was with her.
I've never seen that.
I wouldn't necessarily suggest it, but I mean, for
Yeah, it's
3-hour musicals about Nazi Germany, I guess you could do worse.
It's
I'll wait for the
not
Michael
about
Bay remake.
Nazi Germany.
It's essentially
Austria, I
Indiana
guess.
Jones movie, just the musical, really.
Yeah, more or less.
I'd like to see the Planet of the Apes the musical.
Woohoo!
You did it.
I just don't want to crash. Like, I don't care if I lose. I just don't want to crash.
Yeah,
So what's
that's-
that?
Oh, there's Crash and there's Spin Out.
Either. I don't want 0. 0 or 0 0.
00 is really bad.
Yeah, I honestly haven't seen Sound of Music in probably 10 years, but it's I have seen it a lot and could probably
Crashing
sing the
is okay.
songs. But
So when you go to film school, there's a whole list of movies that everybody says you have to see. Okay,
Yeah.
so you can't say you've like seen a musical until you've seen Sound of Music. Like
mean-
it is the one that everybody compares to.
Really?
I feel like I could, right? Because it could be true, and
Mhm.
I don't know.
But musicals have a very defined template. That's the key. And for example, Beauty and the Beast has it nearly to a T. The musical formula.
There's a
Stockholm
formula.
Syndrome?
Is it where there's a beast?
No,
Beauty?
it's for example, you have the intro to character and place song. That's one thing that's very common.
I don't really remember how it goes. Can you
Here's
sing it for me?
with the books.
No, I am not.
There must be more than this provincial life.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
All
That
right.
was
And then
I'm not gonna
every
sing it. I'll spare you.
every major character might get their own intro song, almost like that first conversation where you start to identify what this character's all about. So what's his, then the hunter guy? What's his name?
Gaston.
Gaston, right? So he's got his own song, and it's very interesting. If you go look at the Little Mermaid, the octopus woman, she has her own song.
Ursula.
Ursula, the octopus woman.
I don't remember. the
I
name,
even
but
know
I'm just
that.
saying,
Come
yeah.
on.
So what I'm taking away from this conversation is I need my own song.
Yes,
I know, I want my
exactly.
own
Well,
theme song
Andrew
too.
especially, you know.
I'm Andrew. I complain. Doing
And-
all
Too
stuff.
upbeat. It's too
What did I
upbeat.
even complain about? I am feeling
You need
attacked.
some more low tones, you know. It's supposed to be kind of a darker, you know, almost.
It's always the I want
somber
song.
theme.
Is what I
Yeah.
want.
Does she mean the Backstreet Boys? I want it that way.
I wanna play 18XX.
Wow. This got dark real quick.
I don't know what's happening anymore.
All right, Andrew, flat out.
No, this is probably just a bad
You guys
line.
want to see Andrew
but,
flat out? Put it in the chat. He'll do it.
Flat out.
nope. Sorry,
We don't have
too late.
podcaster rights. You can do a poll, by the way. Whoever is in control.
I don't want to put my fate in the hands of
I
the
have no idea how to
internet.
do a poll, but we should do that.
Yeah, you can do a poll, and then they can
See?
spend their channel points and be like, bah, ha, ha,
Steph
ha.
is
We
absolutely
ain't got none of that
correct.
stuff. We
Supporting
ain't that
character
fancy yet.
Has a more musically
Jerk face
complicated
purple
song.
currently.
Well, I wish I could have blocked you more successfully, but I'm hoping Tyler will come help me with that plan.
I don't
Yeah, there
know
is
if
always
I
an I want
can.
song. Belle, I want books. Gaston, I
You
want eggs.
absolutely can. 3
What's apes?
coast, 4, 5
no, I
break.
can get there. I can get there.
Eggs.
Yeah. Thank you.
He does eat a lot of eggs. His cholesterol must be
Eats
through
a
the roof.
lot of eggs. But he's swole. Swole goals.
I mean, eggs
Don't
are one of
care
those
about
things
cholesterol.
that are good for you now, right? Like it's good protein,
good
fats,
cholesterol,
or
though.
yeah, something.
This is dumb. All right, moving on.
Do it.
We are not a health advice show, by the way.
No. But if,
Yeah.
but if the
Eats
American Egg
full-
Council would like to sponsor us, we would be happily to take sponsorships.
Literally
Interesting,
anybody.
Alex, I did not know that's why Hamilton has the weaker songs.
Well, much like Luke Skywalker, looks like I'm going nowhere.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nothing.
You got those
I don't
power
get it.
converters.
Did you ever see the robot chicken Star Wars with the power converters?
Yeah, yes, I know. That was the reference I was making. Yes, thank you.
Sweet.
I agree. Lynn, like I watched the Disney Plus, recording, and I'm like, I watched it without Lynn, and I like it better. Fight me.
Well, who's LMM?
Hmm.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
I don't know
Great
who that is.
writer, yes. Singer, no. I'm like, you are not a theater person. Like, you can't just be a theater person magically.
What if
The
it's
end.
magic?
All right. I have
wish
to
I
make
met
this,
Steph.
So I will do this.
Steph's pretty great.
Yeah.
Hard not to like Steph.
Everyone else here, pretty easy not to like.
Oh,
but-
definitely.
100%.
Roll.
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
Would yeet.
Ooh, 10 out of 10 would
10
eat
out of
every
10
one
would
of you.
eat.
Uh-oh.
And then we're gonna.
We need to
skip.
find some more words.
Nice.
What's trending on Twitter?
Well, that was the most fun
Don't
turn in
look
the
there.
world.
You get to move your car,
Tony, what
Michelle.
happened?
I
Oh,
know. I need to.
Tony, I
move
want you to give me a play-by-play of your last turn. Go.
I just need to know what's trending on Twitter. What's trending on Twitter that we can use? I don't know. Last hashtag I saw
that,
was
Tony.
no time for
nice
that.
try.
I'm not a trending
Michelle,
on
it's your
Twitter
turn.
kind of
I'm
person.
so behind.
She's
I
got
know
to
it's my
look at
turn,
Twitter.
buddy.
I should be able to go on the shoulder to pass you.
Whoa,
Where's,
that
where's the
doesn't make
flip
any
table
sense.
button?
I'm at one. No flipping tables.
So is
I'm
this 2
trying my
laps or 1?
best.
This is
Two
2
laps.
laps. We're about halfway there.
Yeah, Andrew thought this would be a
Alright.
short course. Little did he know.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Clearly, you don't know the
entertaining.
value of banter. You know.
Banter's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I'm in no rush to get off of here. I have nothing to do but entertain all of you all evening. So
This is so yuck.
For those of you who are new and you like Andrew's entertaining, please click the follow button and make it rain dice.
I don't know. Whatever. Let's just flat it out. I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah. Good job.
Cool.
all right. Taz, you are going really fast into.
I am. Does
uh,
this play solo?
It does.
It's like time trial
Trumple
mode or
thin
something.
skin? What is trumple thin skin? What is that?
So
I don't
this
know.
the solo play for this, you basically get a time value based on what gear you end in every turn, and you just try to beat your own time.
Ew. I know what it is now.
No, Jason, once you follow, it is impossible to unfollow, even because of me. Sorry. You're stuck forever.
Yeah, Jason, you're not allowed to unfollow.
Trapped in the
No.
basement.
So who's got some racing trivia?
All right, my turn. Let's see.
Finally caught up to you guys. Hey guys, I'm
Yeah,
in
you-
this too.
And you were complaining about a catch-up mechanic like an hour ago.
Oh please.
It's called player 2 and player in second and third.
Look at you, you're
There's
about
a
to
child.
win.
There's a child. There's a
That's
child.
not me, dude.
There is. He's
Oh,
Not quite
Jason, can
sleeping.
I
Hello,
unfollow
child.
because of Andrew? No, you
Child
cannot.
is rubbing eyes. Indications of sleepiness.
Wait, what?
I don't know. Your child's rubbing his eyes.
Robin is racing.
Watching my dad makes me tired.
Father, why won't you play Call of Duty with me?
Or Cthulhu.
he's more of a Fortnite player, so
Right.
Father,
That's what all the kids
what's
are
wrong
into.
with Castles of Burgundy?
Can I have another fish head from the bucket?
wow. Glad I am
Some
not
more.
Tony's kid. Jeez.
I'm also glad of that.
Can I have a father, please?
They only get the highest quality fish heads.
Right?
Oh, you're zooming along there. You
Zoom,
did it.
zoom, zoom.
I did it. I did it.
Hey, look, I get to play again.
Welcome back.
Do we need to-
Huzzah!
Wait, Tyler, is that the Dora You Did It song?
Ow.
Oh.
Oops.
I will say this as we.
I forget
seem-
how it goes.
You did
You
it.
did
You
it.
did
You
it.
did
We did
it.
it.
You did
Yay.
Ah,
We did it.
children's television.
I'll tell you the Dora live
Oh,
action
you'll have
movie
some soon, Michelle.
wasn't bad.
Not yet.
I'm out of dice. Can I borrow some dice?
Nope.
No dice. No dice for your dice.
Yeah, da 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 da.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, you got 2 triangles.
Oh,
Whoa,
I'm
look
planning
at all
my
you guys.
sad ass trajectory.
he's secure. Nice.
So as I was saying about,
Fish
The,
heads,
uh,
fish heads, eat 'em up, yum.
Ugh, what
I
the?
don't.
I was finishing Steph's song,
Why?
I don't know that song, but
Victor Demento.
I don't even know what that means.
Doobie-doobie-doo, doo-doo-doo. I don't know,
sunflower.
whatever. Who cares? Who cares? I don't care. I'm
How-
rolling.
That was good. Boom. 6
Boom.
dices. Oh,
Dices.
6, 5, 4,
Dices.
3.
So
I
there's
roll the
die
dices.
and there's
Ah,
dice.
that was dumb.
What was dumb?
Forgot the,
That's why
it's the
we-
inside of the next corner determines who goes first, Tony.
I know,
so
I did
we'll go-
appreciate you leaving that open.
I forgot. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, that can matter.
Alright, do you guys want Andrew to go flat out? Where's the poll button?
Sorry, too late. Just gonna roll
Isn't
the
throwing
roll.
out the window defenestration?
What? Uh-oh.
What?
Is that the word? Defenestrate. Defenestrate. Let's see. Defenestrate.
You're making up words now.
To throw someone out of a window.
What happened?
That's why we write reviews here at Board Game Quest.
Yeah, right.
I love words.
Thanks,
That's
Andrew.
that's a solid word. I crashed, unfortunately, or spun out, as it were. But in a particularly terrible spot for the rest of you. So,
Right.
defenestration. That. Why is there a word for that though?
I like
Wait.
it.
And
I
it
like
sounds
throwing
like it
right.
should
Oh,
be
come on.
throwing someone like through a fence.
We don't do lap 2 in reverse.
We don't just start driving backwards. Hey, buddy.
Yes.
What kind of video game representation is?
Yeah, this isn't like a snake trap where we start going the other direction now.
I've
Yeah.
done that before in Mario Kart when I've just given up. I start driving backwards, and then the little guy on the cloud comes. It's like, you get back to normal. I'm like, no.
So you're one of those people.
Thanks for the history lesson, Alex. That's also in Die Hard while he says, she's convinced her. Shoot the
What?
glass.
I don't.
French door.
All of Tony's language knowledge is from some movie.
I mean, that's
Say that like
true
that's
of
a
a
bad
lot
thing.
of stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I do like the word for check in other countries. Like it's the reckoning, which is so epic. You know, when you ask for the reckoning.
I don't know if I want to go to a
And-
restaurant and ask for the reckoning.
I want to.
I feel like that's when like the waiter will like tear off his uniform into like a Street Fighter outfit.
Give me the reckoning. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure.
Well, if that's at a restaurant, it has to be a dessert because that's the trend, at least at some point in time, where it was like all desserts had to have dangerous names, like this chocolate might kill you, or Montezuma's
Oh yeah, death by
Revenge,
chocolate.
or something like that. Yeah, so
Mm.
Hmm.
Plan your
Boo.
trajectory.
No, trajectory is when something's shot out.
The Saint.
Drive your car.
Get to the car.
Get to
Get
the
to
shopper.
the chopper. There you
Wow.
go.
waiting for that.
That was a progression that was just too obvious, I
Oh
It
think.
was
my
set
God.
up.
Yeah.
It was.
Sorry.
Good thing this whole thing's scripted.
Is Alex saying wait what for the yes? So in Dutch, I believe it's the reckoning, and then
Die Bar,
it's
die.
Rechnung in
It's
German.
German for the bar the.
Bring on the reckoning. I'm done here. I mean, that checks out.
All right, Taz, go flat out.
Oh, it checks
I
out. Oh, it
will.
checks out.
See?
Take that, Tony.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it's your turn again.
Why are we speaking like this?
I have
I
no
drive
idea.
like I shoot.
Everyone, welcome to Ball Game Quest. Welcome playing the Rallyman.
Isha drives the car. Schnell.
We're driving up the cars with the 4 tires, only 4. Yeah.
Victor, please to be taking your turn.
Please to be
Oh,
taking
this
your
is my nuts again.
I'm gonna have to just
Anybody?
go
I hope we do
home.
not offend anybody of Eastern
I'm
European
so
descent.
sorry.
I went to a weird place, everyone.
I will go schnell.
I don't think we're doing it right anymore.
And
So
then
Yeah.
anyway, this game's really good. I really enjoy this game. It's a fun
hasta
game.
la vista, baby.
Flat out, only flat out. Don't
Look
only
at my
roll the
little
one die.
animated car move.
Oh yeah, I get to play.
Aren't you jolly?
Tony
Don't
back
do
in the
sad
lead somehow.
person Run rolling of the die.
My lead here was brief.
I have
Sad.
25
Everyday
focus
vernacular.
tokens.
Every day I'm vernacular.
I have so
Every
much
day I'm
focus.
vernaculing. What?
I don't think vernacular can be turned into a verb, but
Not with that
Vernacular.
attitude.
20 vision.
So for those curious, this game is published by Holy Grail Games. You can buy it on their website or your friendly local game store.
and
If
it's
Holy Grail Games is watching and would like to sponsor our next stream, please drop us a line.
boom.
Tony's announcing.
You forgot to mention the
Let's say the ongoing
Patreon
Kickstarter.
and the donate now button.
Yeah, please click
We
the
have a
follow, subscribe,
Patreon?
donate.
No.
we don't. We just want your love, not your money. Right now.
Yeah. We gotta reel them in first.
Although if you want to send me a check, that's cool too. I also take
It's
Apple
just
Pay and
me and
Zelle.
Alex here.
Why are they giving it to
No.
you, Tony? There's,
Wait,
you
that
know-
would be hilarious. Somebody sent you a check and it bounced.
Ooh, cookies.
I'll take cookies. Absolutely, Steph.
Alex
I
makes some
I like-
fantastic
hold on,
cookies.
Steph. Can I get paid in
Macadamia nut
sour
cookies.
beer? Is sour beer an option? Because
Yuck.
I heard sour cream.
No
so,
sour beer.
nope.
No.
Whoa, Michelle.
Hilarious.
It
welcome
was
to the
good.
channel.
You're gonna have to get kicked out if you don't like sours.
I don't like sour beer.
What? That is craziness.
My wife Heather loves sour beer.
Really? Yeah.
She drinks this beer I call the ridiculously expensive beer. It's Duchess de Bourgogne or something, but it's like $30 for 4 bottles.
I mean, that sounds like good value.
I'm not sure if
Huh.
I call it value the way. It's a tasty beer if you like sours.
Oops.
I do like sours, so
I don't know. I'm so risk averse. This is not.
Just drink some more of that delicious, tasty Empress gin.
So I would propose a change to the designer of this game.
Well, I'm sure that that's what people are looking for.
Just a second. All
Who's
right,
the designer? Let's look this up.
The number of white dice you should be able to play after
Designed by-
a gear is the number of the gear.
Who's
But-
That's
Uggles?
what would make sense.
That's my wife, Heather.
I mean,
There's a mod. Dun dun dun.
I
She is
get-
also one of the secret editors of our sites.
Ooh.
An unsung hero that turns our writings into pure editorial gold.
Wait, does that also
Secret,
make me
secret.
a secret hero?
No, because you're in public eye.
Bummer.
You're no
You're the
secret.
face.
I guess that's it.
Tony
We have
trying to
someone
drive
called
this.
Hot Local Mom in the chat. Is that any of your moms?
Oh man, did I end in the wrong lane? I was not paying
It's
attention.
definitely not my mom.
You did end
No.
in the wrong lane, but my first two rolls were hazards. I don't have enough focus.
So you're gonna block the intersection again? That's kind of your thing.
We're just gonna
Yeah.
roll them and yeah, boom.
And you just
Oh.
craps out in every corner.
But I'm just spinning out and I just turn right back around.
Corners are for crapping, I guess.
Corners are for crapping. It's like, what are you, my
Checks
dog?
Put that on a t-shirt.
Andrew's adopting your dog's techniques.
Corners are for crapping. That would make a good T-shirt.
So
Oh, I
Taz,
kinda miss having.
Corners are for crapping.
We need to
There
get
are-
Granny 1970 back in the chat.
yeah, there are some different variant cars or expansion cars. So these are the GT6s that have 6 gears. There are 5s that have an acceleration die that work basically like a reverse brake die, so you can go from like 1 to 3. And then there are 4s that have extra coast dice. But
No, the core mechanic is fine to me, but given the momentum your vehicle has at higher gear, you should be able to coast further.
like, I mean, I get what
Yeah.
you're saying, like physics
I'm with
wise.
Taz.
Yeah.
But the point of, if you're already doing well, if you end your turn in 6th gear, right? So then if you get to coast 6
Totally get
additional
it.
spaces, like the game
Totally
doesn't
get it. I
work
I
anymore.
completely understand. Yeah.
Is Taz still railing on the designer?
I brought it back up. It was my fault. I'm
just
sorry. I should have
saying,
just let it go. I should
Jean
have.
Christopher Bouliver on the line here.
Well, he isn't going to be annoyed with our accent. We've been trying. So.
That's true.
Although the time in France is probably like sometime in the middle of the morning, so I don't think he'd be happy if we called
All
him.
right, here we go.
No,
Maybe.
Probably not.
It's at 6, I think, 6 or 7 a.m.
Maybe he's an early riser. Let's find out. Do you have his number?
Yes.
I do. Well, we can't put.
8,
Paris,
6, 7,
France,
5.
4:23 a.m.
Wow, that's some good googling.
According to a table of Board Game Arena's stats at the top there, we are 64% of the way through the game.
We got
And
to
at
be
move
further
number
than that.
Okay.
1,999.
Oh God.
Wow, it must count every die roll as a move then. 'Cause
Mhm.
It's gotta be. Yeah, because as she plays dice, it changes.
50 out of 50, I'd be up at 4:30. We're up to 50s now, Alex.
I think that's 50-50, like 50%, Michelle, not
Oh.
50 times out of 50.
I don't know.
50 out of 50 would definitely eat.
I did.
'Cause like 10 out of 10 and 50 out of 50 are
10 out
basically
of
the
10
same.
5 times from today.
Flat out. Yeah.
Nice. Room.
Up
Oh
the
Oh my
That-
gosh,
game.
there's
why
so
are they-
much room.
30 tokens.
That's right,
That's
Michelle.
my
You-
only goal in this game, to win by tokens.
The
How you can weave
tiebreaker.
across the lane there.
So, Michelle, that 4 that's glowing there is going to give you an automatic hazard if you're in
Oops,
4th gear
oops,
in that
oops.
spot. So you may want to coast and then go
I'm
fast.
trying to undo.
If you
Can I
just
undo individual die?
yeah, if you just click the die until it pops off of there, it'll
Okay.
come off of there.
Okay. There we go.
Or that up. Yep, that works too.
No.
Go flat out. You guys
5,
want to see
6.
Michelle go flat out?
I mean, she already has
Says
20,
yes.
and she gets no hazards. What is this?
Right?
This game. This game's broken.
She now has 34 focus tokens, Taz. You're losing.
Yeah.
How do I really don't know how to use them properly.
So after you lay out if you're rolling one at a time, after you
Uh-huh.
get 2 hazards, you should generally just start buying things with focus, especially since you have enough. So that way you don't have to risk getting a 3rd bad symbol.
Okay.
Michelle, are you really
Oops.
breaking down a second gear?
No.
Okay.
Oops.
I'm
There's
not
also a
I feel like that'd
helpful
be
clear
bad for
dice
brakes.
button at the top. You can just hit clear dice and it'll start you all over.
Okay.
That's one of the reasons why I say Ford vs Ferrari is one of the best racing movies ever, because
Good
you
callback.
actually hear them talk about some of the physics of the cars and some of the risks in driving a car that long.
I like when they put the string on the car.
I don't
Yes.
really remember it that well, but it was a good movie. It's fine.
And it's fairly accurate to the history, too, which is also cool.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was based on a true story.
Michelle
Until
just
afterwards.
flat outing 100 times out of 100, or 50 out of 50, or 10 out of 10.
Would eat.
Would eat. It's really good, Alex. Ford versus Ferrari. I think everyone said it was good. So
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
no one in this chat that never agrees with each other just said it was bad. So go
Oh.
figure. Tony in the lead. Me crashed over in the corner. I'm not interested in things most people like saying.
So
So you
it's
gotta
true.
say that with more bouginess.
Alex is such a
Was-
contrarian.
I mean,
Was hanging out with Alex, and
people like.
Actually,
one of the things we were thinking about is actually a game based on the 24 Hours of Le Mans, which
Vroom.
is much more of a strategic game because you have to plan out a long-term, mechanics of the car. I don't know, it's something I think is fascinating.
but will the game take 24 hours to play? If so,
That's up
I'm
to
in.
you.
If not, unrealistic would
You
not
play one turn, you play an 18XX game, and then you come back and you play turn 2.
18XX has a bad rap, man. Those games are not that long or that.
I don't know. I hear it takes a year to learn how to play.
Wow, a year.
Too soon?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It takes a year, and the art's bad, and stuff.
And I'm out of criticisms.
And
This is
yeah,
one of the problems actually most racing games have is that you have either a runaway leader, the games aren't like close, and it's very rare that a racing game has
Well,
that
we've had a few
tightness.
We've had a few lead changes in this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like this better than Downforce.
Well,
yeah,
Downforce is more
Downforce
like a
is
betting
not.
game.
Yeah, Downforce is not a racing game. I think a runaway leader is often a problem in this game. Obviously, there's a lot of luck involved, right? Like a huge amount of luck.
That's right, Alex, the general. I remember him. They stared at chits on a map for a good 8 to 10 hours.
But I think ultimately, like, it's just that one. That's what makes this game good. Like, it feels like racing, right? Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't. There's some skill involved. You can take risks, you can not take risks, but
Yeah, my main criticism was that the damage mechanic feels wholly underused.
yeah. And it can also be really punishing for. It doesn't happen very often, right? But when you take damage and you pull out of the bag, if you pull a caution flag, no one can pass anyone anywhere on the track, right? So, Michelle
I
could
would've
crash in the back while I'm ready to take the lead, and all of a sudden I can't, right? But that's just how it goes. That happens in racing. But it doesn't happen very
the
often.
double zero in exchange for more pulls from the bag, because the double zero feels more punishing, losing 2 turns.
The double zero is bad news for everyone involved, for sure.
Daryl, I wouldn't say that 18XX is scary, but it's the amount of you want to invest in a game. That's the real question.
So Andrew, if you were going to suggest a beginner 18x game for somebody, what would you pull out?
So here, let me click these
Isn't
buttons.
there
real
like
quick.
a 18 like Lilliput or something?
18 Lilliput is a card game that says it's like an 18XX card game. It is not. City of Big Shoulders is kind of worker placement with 18XX like things going on. So if like you're a more Euro game player, it's a fine place to start, but it's not really like 18XX either. But it's a fun Euro, and it helps kind of get some of those mechanisms down. 18 Chesapeake is kind of what everyone says to start with these days. It is a fairly easy to learn, nice game. I started with 1846, but it is very different than a lot of the other games in the sort of genre, right? So if you know 46, you can't just jump in and play 30 or 48 or 49 or 82 or all these numbers. But knowing Chesapeake or 1830, they're all basically the same. 42
I'd
or
be
46
willing
is
to
just
give it a
very
shot.
different. Yeah, so I'm trying to convince some folks, Daryl. We're gonna, we'll just teach it on stream. Then everyone can learn
Yeah.
together. So
There you go.
Me. I will do it.
So a lot of the time, I especially when approaching war games. There's no kind of beginner mode. If anybody out there has played Jump Drive and then moved on to Race for the Galaxy, I don't find that with war games a lot.
Thanks
It's
for
either you want to
following,
go for
Chester.
the whole experience or not.
You going flat out, Andrew?
No, I'm never going flat out, sir. Never once. Look at that. Look at that
wow.
perfect
Oh,
roll.
this game's
You should've.
fixed.
It's fun.
I'm still in
Michelle, you gotta
danger.
spend those focus.
I should, but
Tass only wants you to spend them so he can be in the lead for
I don't
focus
really
tokens.
want to.
You got to take really risky moves and then
Okay.
roll one by one. And when you know a risky move is coming up, you just start using focus.
Okay, I'll try that next time.
Oh,
did it.
lucky man.
My only out there was to end in 6th, so we went for it. But yeah, the stock market, Alex mentioned in City of Big Shoulders, is done really well. It's sort of set up against the Great Depression, so towards the end of the game, you can produce more, but your goods aren't worth very much because people aren't buying them. So
Feel like we're just waiting for the games that are depressing based on 2020. You know, we only have the Great Depression to look back to right now.
I mean, there's plenty of other sad points of history to look back on, but I don't want to play a game based on 2020 anytime soon.
No.
So.
Mm-mm.
I keep seeing like COVID-themed games on Kickstarter. I'm like, too soon. Not interested.
Not even
Yeah.
pandemic
Well,
COVID edition.
No.
in part, they can't be that well developed because, I mean, how long
That's
have they
true.
had to put this stuff together? But also,
Yes.
We still got 5 more months. You know,
Yeah, there's plenty to go wrong.
For a lucky.
yeah,
Alex, it's season 0 Pandemic Legacy.
yeah. The prequel, which, man, I love Pandemic Legacy. I think of the group here, I probably want it. Well, I think, Alex, you're a fan as well. So, but
Right, Bubbles?
it has been so long since I've played it. Like, I don't feel like I'm going to remember the story at all. So I hope there's like a previously on Pandemic like intro to that rule book, so I know what the story was again.
We still never even finished season 2. I think we got like a third of the way through.
That's crazy. We played that whole 15 games or whatever in less than a month.
Wow. I think we played like 4 or 5 games.
Hmm.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Pandemic Legacy in one of the themed offshoots, like Fall of Rome or Reign of Cthulhu.
That's
A
adorable.
week?
It took us a week. Well, I had to play with people, like, I had to find, I think it was 4 people that we played it with. So we played 3 games every time we got together, 3 or 4 generally.
It's probably the best of the Legacy games.
I think so. I mean, I haven't played all of them anymore since there's so many now. Clank, I've heard some people talk really highly of.
All right,
but-
all right. Walk me through this focus thing, okay? Like, I really want to get this.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so-
first lay out your dice however you want. Okay?
All right.
But then don't click the flat out button because that'll ruin everything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it won't ruin it, but it's...
Okay.
Okay, so hit roll 1. So you can just roll that first die. It's free. There's no reason to pay
Done.
focus. You can just keep hitting roll. So roll 2. So now you have 1 hazard, right? You don't want 3, but
Yes.
you're not in danger, so just keep rolling. Okay, so now, because rolling a danger or a hazard will crash, you can hit secure, which will pay 1 focus token, so you don't have to roll the 4. So now you can hit secure. Oh gosh, don't do that. If you keep hitting
Whoops.
secure, you will keep buying those dice, so you don't have to risk rolling them.
Ah, okay. Cool.
But each one gets more expensive, right? So the first one costs 1, and then the next one costs a different number. I don't know, 2,
2,
3.
then 3, then 4.
Yeah,
They get progressively more expensive.
Math's real hard for me. Okay, there we go. So 5.
So back to the racing game conversation, which was, I don't know, 10 minutes ago in the conversations.
Yes.
Because I was trying to figure out, I was like, could not
But
remember.
Tyler had a point, and he
I had a
wants
point,
to
and
make
dang
it.
it, I'm going to make it. There's a
Beep,
game.
beep, beep.
Yeah, exactly. We need to back up. Listen, we started
Add it to the
throwing
soundboard.
18x. Yeah, I've lost count. What numbers we threw out there.
Yeah,
But there was a game, Roadkill Rally,
Oh, I remember that.
yes.
which surprisingly was fun because I played
Nice.
with we played with pairs, and I was in second and my partner was in last, but they were earning points because they kept running into somebody or hitting pedestrians. So it kind of evened it out where even if you were in the back,
Oof.
you could do things that would earn you points, and that was like towards the end.
Andrew.
Andrew's in the
So-
penalty box.
What?
Yeah, I
Oh.
could. I didn't feel like I could stop rolling because Tony was going to pass me, but I crashed in fourth gear. So
Ooh.
I will. So here's the other thing that's really fun about this game. My next turn will just be coming back on the track, right where Tony's 3 is. But if any car is in that spot, my turn will just be nothing instead. So I'll miss an extra turn.
So you said that's the fun thing about this game?
Yeah,
So-
fun in that it can be very mean.
That's Tyler's goal, then I assume.
Tyler, you
nah,
need to end
he
in that
kept
space.
going. No, it's going to be more of a. Well, maybe Tyler will. Probably not.
Wow.
Close.
But also, I got a red damage die, so I only have 2 break dice now.
Dang.
Maybe I should
Dun,
start
dun, dun.
breaking first.
Breaking
Should've saved-
first and then speeding up is like
Well, I
game theory
can't.
optimal Rallyman GT.
I'm just not sure how I can get down to 2. Got it from 6.
So Tyler, I've played Roadkill Rally once.
Yeah, I played it once too. I don't think it's amazing, but it was at
No.
least something that was different. At least that wasn't like there was still something to do if you were way behind in that sort
It's
of thing.
yeah, it's
was-
beer and pretzels territory.
That was one of those
Oh,
games that
100%.
So if you
the
click
group made it more fun than the game actually was because people were being completely ridiculous.
Yes.
so if you click the 2, Michelle, it should use a break die automatically to get you down where you need to be.
I was not arguing it's some sort of racing genius, but at least it was something different.
No,
Where
but
each-
like Thunder Alley is one of those which does
Thunder
the
Alley's
racing
good.
simulation really well, but it still, some people say, has an issue with Runaway Leader. Whereas, what's the new one? Flamme Rouge actually
Yep.
handles it really well.
I've heard that's
Hmm.
good.
It's very tight. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I agree though. That's my biggest issue with any racing game is that you get people spread out or something like that, and then it's mostly like just there's
Going through the
nothing that can be
motions.
done.
Yeah.
Me
Alright.
too, Alex. Me too. I own it. I actually backed it even when their Kickstarter failed.
That way you get those updates.
Curious.
I played
Now-
Flamme Rouge. I remember not liking it. I don't remember why. So that's a good story that I had for you guys there.
Thanks.
You're
So
welcome.
what's the best Rome themed game?
Coliseum.
Coliseum's
Rome?
pretty good.
I like Ave Roma.
Trajan? Is that set in Rome, sort of? I mean, I know it isn't themed with anything really, but
Assassin's Creed. Oh, wait.
Hey, they're
that's-
coming out with that.
Oh
I
yeah,
know.
That's Triton Noir, the people that did Beat Commandos.
I like Trajan a lot, Daryl. It is after Castles of
Rome?
Burgundy, probably my favorite film.
The game Rome.
Is there a
Coliseum
game
is
called
good,
Rome?
although the remake from TMG, I feel like was a step backwards.
Yeah.
I'm always pretty wary when they try and remake something.
Well, I get why they do it because things go out of print or the publishers switch hands, but sometimes the art is like not the right direction.
Yeah.
But I also know art is very subjective, so to each their own.
Yeah, some people love the look of 1836 or whatnot. So
So I would like to chime in here, but I have not played Glory to Rome.
Glory to Rome was great.
I haven't played
No,
it
Glory
either,
to
but
Rome. That's what I was saying.
hear really good
Yeah.
things.
I love Glory to Rome, except it is also completely unbalanced. And I think that's on purpose.
Hmm.
Like it has like you play cards and it just start to snowball, where you get more and more powerful, and it's definitely a unique game.
Tyler, don't.
You know.
Alex is correct about the art on Colosseum.
Yes,
Hot garbage. Hot take.
Hot garbage.
I think Glory to Rome is Carl Chudik's best game.
It's quite the
don't
limb you
think
went
I
out
should
on.
go there.
You should go there.
5.
I mean, if he wants to break down to 2 and have to
Yeah,
use
I
all
can't-
3 break dice, that's
Right, but I can't do it. I can't get there any other way.
Innovation would be wrong. Innovation was just kind of
'Cause-
okay.
So Alec or
I feel like I was
Andrew,
just moving
you're
piles
saved.
around.
I mean, I'm still
Flat out.
losing, so
Flat out.
unless Tony also crashes, I'm in
Nice.
bad shape. And I don't come back on the track until my turn, which is after
Oh.
everyone else goes. So there's still chances for someone else to block me out of
How do
here.
you go twice in a row? I've seen that happen before.
So the turn order is based on speed. So since Tyler ended in 6th gear, he gets to go first.
I see.
So it's one of the ways I think this game does a good job of sort of managing catch-up mechanism is you can not go as far but end faster, take another turn, potentially. If Tyler could work his way in front of Tony in a higher speed, he could block him out, right, and get in front. But it makes the positioning as being the leader really important. You have to get in a sort of safe spot so that can't happen to you.
So what would you say the sweet spot is for player count in this game?
I like it online with as many as I can get, right? So 5 and 6 are great.
Yeah, with more people, it's definitely more fun for like jockeying for position and fighting for lanes.
Yeah. Live, I think it takes too long with that many people unless everyone just knows the game, right? Because I feel like there are more or less optimal lines on most of these things, right? So if you know what you're doing and you know how to lay it out and know sort of what your options are, but the first 2 or 3 or 4 times you play it, that's not going to be the case. So it's a lot of teamwork to say, well, you can do A, B, or C. This is sort of the upside downside of that. And I think that's fine. But if you're doing that with 5 or 6 players, the game takes 3 hours and it can't really hold up to that. So
yeah, it's not a 3-hour game.
Do I get anything for making a pit stop?
You don't.
You do not. You can change your tires, which only does good if rain starts. You'll just make your tires
right.
Yeah.
Or a drink.
You can go take a nap and let your relief driver come in.
Yeah. You also
Yeah,
can get
who's the
rid
relief
of.
driver?
So if you look at the tile that's kind of here at this final corner, it shows you what you can do when you pit stop. So you can change tires, repair your car, or both. But if you do any repairs, then you go to 00, so you get a whole turn off. Changing tires can be very important. When someone takes damage, one of the things you can draw is a weather change die, which if it's raining and you still have on your normal tires, you get less brake and less coast, I think. So you have less die that you can use, less dice you can use. So changing your tires gives them back. But that was a good turn, Tony.
It was.
Unfortunately.
Some of the other cars I found to be pretty interesting, like the one that gets you 2 green dice, but like has a max of 4th gear.
It gives you extra green dice, the GT Force? I thought you gave you coast dice.
Or there's one that you have you have more coast dice, but you have your max gear is 4.
Right. Yeah, I like the GT5s because you can do more, it gives you the acceleration die that you can jump a gear, which...
But you have less brake dice, is it?
I think you have less coast. I think you only get 1 coast die, if I remember right. I don't remember exactly, but it's...
Meh.
So if I were designing a racing game, one of the things I do is have start players with a full deck, and then it's a deck deconstruction mechanism.
So like your car breaks down as you play.
Exactly. You get more tired. You get, maybe a gear doesn't work as well as it should. Tires don't work as well. And then maybe pitting, you can refresh some of those. So it would have to involve multi-use cards of some type.
You love games with multi-use cards.
I do love multi-use cards.
Isn't there like a Daytona or something
That's
racing
Thunder
game?
Valley, I think.
Is it Thunder? I thought there was something that did use cards similar to that.
Yeah, that's Thunder Alley, and they also did a Formula 1 version called, I think, Formula 1.
Okay.
What an innovative name.
Exactly.
Well, it's GMT.
that's their specialty. What should we name this game about the American Revolution? How about American Revolution? All right.
Fun. Print it.
They start with the name,
Yeah. I mean, that's, we have Imperial Struggle now, which is not about Star Wars at all, so...
Yeah, I got a lot of love for GMT games because they have their niche and they do it really well.
They do. I mean, the ones that I like, I've really liked. I haven't nothing I've seen from GMT where I'm like, I think I'm going to like this. Was I ever like, this wasn't good, right? So...
That would be funny, though, if Imperial Struggles Kickstarter came out and then FFG were just about to announce a game.
I don't think they would be anywhere close to the same game, but
yeah, not so
sure.
much.
Command and
Fantasy
Colors
Flight has their
Ancients.
bread and butter, and it's very different from GMT.
Yeah, I'm interested in the Command and Colors stuff, Alex. That's the same system as Memoir, right? Is Memoir's Command and Color system, or am I confusing that?
Yeah.
Is it?
Just about. Yeah.
Or I was thinking the block
You
ones.
can start with Battle Lore.
Yeah, there's
Battle
Battle
Lore
Lore.
is pretty
There's the Battle of Westeros or Song of Ice and Fire, whichever one.
Thank you for following
these
M
corners.
Chapel. Welcome.
Hey, welcome. Make it rain dice.
Nice.
These
Woo!
corners suck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one person I played this with were like, well, this doesn't really, if these are supposed to be GT cars, like, why does the track have so many curves? Like, it should, be more of an oval track. I'm like, that would be the most boring game ever, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, he just
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, over and
We
over.
did do a random track with lots of straightaways, and it was super boring. I think we stopped that and remade it.
Yeah. This one, I'm not 100% sure how BGA came up with these. There's actually a link that has this document of sort of additional tracks, and Belle Isle is one of those. Because there's the ones in the initial rule book, then there's like the World Championship expansion. Oh, there's a crash.
Oh,
The World Championship expansion supposedly has like real life tracks, but Belle Isle and some of these other ones aren't on it. So there's additional ones on BGA that I don't know if they're fan made or how they came up with them, but it's interesting. Loss of control. So Taz got 2 damage. He lost a coast and a brake.
you done broke your car, boy.
Which side would you
Mistakes
like
were
to
made.
roll off onto, left or right? What a choice.
And there's a lot of parts over there. Michelle's gonna have to drive through bumpers and transmission.
Yeah. Look, we had to go. I probably could have not driven so hard, but I
was,
wouldn't have won.
I
So
was just trying to add some drama to the game for our viewers.
the guy in 4th
Quite a
place
bit
crash. What drama?
There's the back of the rulebook. Alex has like tracks you laid out that you just basically match the tiles to.
Yeah, and if you have this game or are thinking about picking up this game and you want to play it, there is the layout in the rule book is, I won't say terrible. Terrible isn't the right word, but like it's hard to
each of these-
see.
If you
Like
look at Andrew, show them the corner of the tile where the numbers are.
Yeah, well, so if you look at this tile where you can barely see it. Oops. So where this is 107A, right? And the rule book just has a picture of the map and a list of the tiles. So then you have to like match them up to the picture. But there's an app that will basically tell you this is 107A, and it works way better.
Yeah, I would
So,
definitely recommend getting the first.
So
The first time I was
get-
playing, I had
get
the
the
rulebook.
app.
I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah,
Is the app from the publisher?
it is.
Okay, all right. Okay.
This is
I
not.
think that tends to happen with like games where you can set the tiles in like modular ways. I have not seen a good rule book for telling you how to put out tiles yet.
Yeah,
I just don't want publishers to get to the point where they're just publishing stuff to Dized. Like, oh, we're going to have an interactive tutorial, and then they don't put any time and
Do
effort into the rule.
Do people use Dized?
Yeah.
It's a
I don't.
thing now on every Kickstarter. It's like, oh, we'll have a stretch goal to have Dized.
Really, I haven't seen very much with Dized.
I don't learn well with video. Like I need a good rule book.
yeah, I don't do that either. But
Good one, Alex. Odds of me adding this game to my collection. Zero.
But not eat.
0 out
you
of
know,
10.
Alex, maybe I wasn't talking to you. All right, I was talking to other people that maybe want to have a good time racing.
Yes, good rule book, good teacher, definitely set.
Alex appreciates the text and the teacher. Noted.
Same.
It's a teacher-like thing to say, I guess.
I want to see
Crash,
Alex's,
Tony, crash.
Oh,
text
come
book.
on.
He does
Written by
unfortunately
Alex.
have
Yeah, he's got
11
plenty.
focus. So.
And we just end.
Oh, he did it! This man did it.
I flew too close to the
When
sun.
someone crosses the finish line, do we
Wait,
do second
seriously?
and third place still?
It does. It goes until there's only one person on the
I
track.
can't believe I rolled it on the 1. I should have spent all my focus.
I say you had focus to buy it, right?
I did. I know. Oh well.
Well, that would have been your 4th one, right? That you would have
Yeah, I
bought.
would've-
Is that the guy celebrating, to the crowd as he
Yeah,
gets
that's right.
close to the finish line?
I was doing the Hulk Hogan out the window.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess
he's like ready.
Like, drives
was-
over banana peel.
that was probably the right call, though, right, Tony? Because you couldn't have bought all 3 of them
didn't see it.
with 11 left. So the coast
So-
die is the better of the dice to.
My plan was I was gonna get the coast die, stop on this curve, then I can just finish off next turn and be fine.
Oh, well, yeah, you probably should have just bought it then. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that was dumb.
Well, what? No, actually, I was gonna roll that one and then buy the next one. But yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Hopefully Tyler will bomb out so he won't catch up.
Well, yeah, the question is how if I do this and he goes 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't think he can
Yeah,
get.
you can't. Can you? Oh, you
This
can
could
stop.
be tight.
Yeah, the
Tyler
question is,
doesn't
can you
have
guys
that much
catch up by the
focus.
time I get out of my car and like push it around the other direction?
Yeah,
Go.
I
Do
have
what it
5
takes.
focus, so we're.
Or can I do like a Talladega Nights where I just start running along the track?
That's what I was gonna say. Just run. It's like, well, it still
We're
counts.
pretty-
Come on, hazard! These dice
Boom.
don't listen at all.
So I think this puts me in a good
Oh,
spot.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah, unfortunately.
Hey, yeah,
it's gonna be close.
yeah,
We'd like to add a little good amount of tension here at the end of the race.
Exactly.
yeah. Alex, I would say, I mean, the rule book for this game overall is good. The track layouts are bad, but yeah.
Well,
So poop.
The track layouts aren't bad, but like we're figuring out which piece goes where is bad.
Oh,
Yeah.
Michelle,
The
you
tracks
wanna go
themselves
the
are fine.
inside.
What?
You want to go the inside?
Oops. I didn't click it.
You
It's
done,
okay. It's okay.
You done did the rolls.
I'm just moving this along. I'm losing.
Michelle's just seeing everybody's wreckage and being careful. She's
Right. There's like ducks on the road and bumpers.
responsible driving.
I'm
Wendy's
just
Frosties.
enjoying all these corners.
Yeah,
Now
I'm gonna
I
that
just
keep-
would
want
be
to
a
stay
board
in these
game.
corners longer.
Oh, Tyler can't catch up.
yeah.
Yeah,
I,
I'm gonna keep clicking the 5s and 6 to hope they work.
yeah,
Can't just can't just zigzag.
I did some counting there to make sure that
I
it
know
was,
you did. I saw what you were doing. You
Andrew's trying to
sly
win the
dog,
demo.
you.
Damn you, Bear Grylls.
I'm guessing I'm flying out here. Barely made it, guys. That's the best I can do.
Yeah, that's the only time I feel really bad about just the terrible luck that this game often.
You don't feel bad at all.
No, not about this in particular.
You don't have feelings.
That's hurtful, first of all, and somewhat true.
And somewhat true, you said.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna agree with Michelle. Andrew's not the worst person I've met.
No, he's not.
Ooh,
I-
it's
Thanks.
flirting
there are
with
worse
danger.
All right, so I can only buy 2 of these. So we secure this one.
Choo, 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 choo.
What out of how many out of 6? Is it 1 out of 6?
1 out of 6 on these,
On
but
the
there's
white
really no
side.
reason to roll it, I don't think. So
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I can't believe I bombed on a white.
I don't want to pull a Tony, as they say.
Oh, right.
Phew.
So good thing nobody will ever watch this stream.
There are people watching it right now.
There are people
And
watching.
I'll go back and
Oh,
clip
right.
it and put it on the Twitters.
Nobody clip this.
Don't worry, Tony. We'll edit it in post.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this is just a practice stream, right?
Yeah, this is. Oh, you've already used your 5. This is fine.
I
This is
just
fine.
realized what you titled this, Andrew.
I don't even remember what I titled it. So
Rallyman GT.
checks out. Makes sense with Taz's sound effects.
You have so many exclamation points in our titles.
Look,
Andrew's
I am
decreasing
excited
creativity.
about everything. Also, yeah, feel free to name them. I don't know.
We can't go back now. Every title needs exclamation
It's
points.
10
We
out
should
of
have started
10.
with the
would-
first stream had 1 exclamation point. The second one should have had 2.
No, it's a minimum of 3.
Is it?
Okay, it is.
We need a style
Otherwise, we're
guide.
not really
Style guide.
excited.
We don't have a style guide for the written reviews we do. I'm pretty sure these streams
Mhm.
are going
We
to
do
be
have a
them.
style guide.
We do.
Do we?
It is pain. Yeah, we do. What
We
do
even
you
write, bro.
write for Board Game Quest ever?
Does anyone use it?
We're so
Andrew's only the longest tenured writer ever since Tyler gave up his crown.
Oh,
Wait. No, hold
Alex,
on.
you're going to bed.
Wait.
Come on.
I do have a
Tony's
question. Is Andrew
Still
longer
up
than
in the
me?
air.
He's the longest active writer.
I was gonna say. So if I come back, which I'm hoping
Oh,
to at some
that's
point.
that's not how this works. The crown is
Oops,
mine. You
oops.
can't just take
All
this.
right.
Yeah,
Good night,
unfortunately,
Alex.
Tyler, your stuff resets. So if you come back, you're back to a
Listen,
new one.
I'm honestly shocked. My name hasn't. All my articles that I wrote before hasn't been changed to Board Game Quest staff.
But
Oh,
did,
I didn't think of that.
did you use the style guide that I didn't know existed? Because that
I
sounds.
probably helped write the
All
staff guide.
Yeah, Tyler wrote back in the day when all of our reviews were terrible.
It's
Those,
not
those,
great.
those early days were rough.
Yeah, they were. Oh man, good stories though. It was fun.
Right.
Back when I didn't have to work a lot. It was
Right.
glorious.
Back when Andrew was trying to write the Amberdeen Affair for about 18
Oh my
months.
gosh! But that game, it wasn't fun or good or bad. Sorry, if no one knows.
I forgot
that
how long it
game.
took you to write that one, but it was a long time.
Well, I think like I moved at some point while I had it, and then I lost it, and it was on a list or wasn't on a list, and I forgot about it. I don't know. It stayed out there for a minute.
Was it a hot minute?
It was a hot minute for sure.
Yay, I'm back in it.
Yay! My car is turned around.
Back on the track. Tony might still
Battling
pull this
Michelle
off, honestly.
For fifth.
1, 2, 3. I don't know if I can get in front of Tony or not. I might be able to.
I think you can.
Oh wait.
I can if I roll well enough.
I still
Yeah,
have
if
to
you roll well
stay?
enough, you can win. If not, then I got it.
Nope. Stop it.
Who are you yelling at, Michelle?
I'm yelling at the.
You can't do it. You can go down to 4 and go straight, but 5 will
You could just.
crash you.
This
Where's Michelle at?
race
Oh.
is
Oops.
making me
Stop it.
angry.
All right, Michelle, your
Stop.
goal is to beat Toss in this race.
I'm just trying. This is my first time playing, so I'm just trying to.
This is my first game.
survive.
Thanks for
Please
helping
help
me.
Oh, it says that a force gun. Okay.
Although I also am down a break die, so that could.
Sure.
3.
Maybe next week we should do an auction game so we can just mock all the crappy bids our opponents are
Oh.
making.
Are there
Well,
good auction games online? We can play Modern Art. It's only.
While we
I don't
have everybody here, we should ask what they want to see us play next week.
You should have
We
paid
did.
attention when
I
Tony
tried
did
that.
that.
We got
20
They said
minutes ago.
Castles of Burgundy.
Again?
No, that was Alex.
Well,
He doesn't
All
get a
right.
vote.
Is it Castles of Burgundy then?
No, it's not.
I would be totally fine with that.
I mean, we can always do an off Monday stream, Toss. I'll play Castles
There you go.
any day,
Now,
anywhere. Not
hold
really.
on. Daryl has a key suggestion. Raw
Raw.
is
pretty
a
fantastic.
So much fun game.
I haven't played that.
It's
Our Tropolis is
What's
not
it going?
online or even able to be online, but thanks for the suggested doubles.
Actually, Daryl, if you know where there's an implementation, because it's very difficult to search for that game name anywhere.
Raw. You just type in RA and hit the search button.
Yeah, have you heard of Google?
Yes. And it does anything with RA in it.
Yeah, it'll just even with quotes.
Even with quotes?
Even with quotes.
Toss,
Wait,
call
wait.
Google and tell them to fix that.
Wait a minute. What if you
No,
use
I'm talking about
quotes?
the search inside like Steam.
Oh, I don't use
For-
that. I just use it in Google and it takes me to Steam. I just search game name tabletop simulator.
Okay, let's try that. Game name Tabletop Simulator.
Well, no, you have to type in raw.
I know, buddy.
Oh, we're
I
buddies.
typed in raw.
Oh, we're
It
buddies.
says Steam Workshop Raw, the dice game.
Not
Oh.
the dice game.
Yeah, nobody wants
No.
that.
Andrew, you need to do this real flat out.
Well, the problem is, among many problems, I don't think there's a way to do it other than being in 4th gear next to you, which is one automatic hazard.
Right.
So then I have to get only 2 more on the 4,000 other dice I have to roll.
Oh, it says
Do it.
Gaming Moguls
There's one.
Tabletop Simulator Library.
There it is.
All right, so
And all the 18s. They do all the 18s too.
You should stop rolling.
well, at some point I should stop rolling. I don't know what point that is.
So unless he uses that die, he
If you use the glowing one, he's gonna spin out.
Yeah, I
Right,
will
so he
definitely
can
spin
stop
out.
right now. Basically.
Yes.
Okay.
The question is, do I want to like? I almost want Tyler to be able to get in front, and maybe that gets me 2nd place. I don't know. I don't think it matters. So we're just
I
gonna
don't
stop.
know if I
Quit
can
trying to
get
win the
there.
demo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't know if you can either. It's not really a demo. We've played this game before, Tony. So
Michelle hasn't.
well, it doesn't make it a demo.
Oh, it's a demo.
Don't be mad just because you are going to lose.
This is
Or-
my angry face.
None
or
of these
win.
games count unless everybody's played before.
Tony, your angry face looks like just your normal face. Are you just always angry? Are you the Hulk?
Oh man. Try dealing with these team of writers and you'd always be angry.
That's possibly
Ooh,
true.
Hey now.
Clearly, we just have
That's not-
stressed out management.
That's no bueno.
So I can clearly not choose the one in front of you.
So that's an auto
Stressed
wreck
out
for
management.
Tyler if he
Who's
does
who's
that.
HR in this organization?
Bubbles.
Yes. If you have a problem, go to Ubbles.
So you could go like 5, 6, coast, and then break down and start going down.
Well,
Maybe-
he's using his 2 breaks right away though.
You must use a break.
Right, but you could potentially get further if you went up and then down.
Up, down. You know what could be fun would be a QE.
QE
Auction game
is.
where the numbers don't matter.
Have you played QE?
Yeah.
Do you like QE?
I do.
Man, it must be weird to be so wrong.
Is this
You
a
don't like
game?
QE?
Nah,
What's E? QE?
It's an auction game where you're basically countries in the world. So whenever you bid on the things you're buying, you can write literally any number you want.
Yeah, so
So
you can.
QE. Quantitative easing.
Yeah.
So you could bid
Ah.
$1, or you could bid 50 million.
You can't actually bid $1 because there are rules against that. But
I like the what is it? Ponzi. The Ponzi.
Do
I like
it,
Ponzi
Tyler.
scheme a lot.
So
Do
if,
it.
if I do this, I crash, right?
Right.
Get to the job.
I think your only way is to start by going 5 before you break down.
Oh, that's a good point.
Or you push Tony's car across
Yeah,
the
I see,
line.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
Get the cow pusher out.
So you go 5, 6.
The cow
break
plow?
Yeah, we're that way.
Oof. That's a big stack of dice.
You're dang right it is.
Cow plow.
Yeah,
But-
flat
plow.
out's the only way to roll this one.
Tyler has 13 focus, so he
Oh,
might actually be able
wow.
to do it.
He's going from 5th to 1st.
I'm not a car guy, but that doesn't seem like it's good for your transmission.
Tyler, unless you
oh,
win in a blaze of glory, I have no respect for you.
There has to be fire on your tires at this point.
That's not going to work either because she'll just pull up alongside him. Wah, wah.
No.
Do it.
Merp.
Kaboom!
Beep.
Oh, of course.
That's not a good way to
Boop,
start.
beep, boop.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm securing the next one.
For the lower cost of 10 focus. Got to use the NOS. There's no nitrous, unfortunately. These are
Oh, dang it.
ill-equipped cars.
Nitrous oxide.
The British nitrous from Michelle, apparently.
Yes. I want to use the NOS.
Tony, that
Don't forget the
unfortunate crash somehow didn't end up costing you here, it seems.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm sure I can screw it up at the end.
I mean, you have to roll
Wouldn't
6
be
dice,
nice if
so
we had
there's a
knuckles.
chance.
The way I roll sometimes, it could very well happen.
Actually, I don't think there's not a chance
Nope,
because you have
there's not a
11
chance.
focus, so
Nope.
you just have to
Math.
be dumb.
Yep.
And
Okay.
unless I decide to go
Misclick.
flat out, just
Do
add
it.
tension to the night.
So, Tass, what is your why Victor? Why?
You really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know, man.
Okay. So when I was about 19, I started writing short stories about a character named Victor. And his whole thing was he was this megalomaniac and he had this huge empire and all just crashed around it.
They say to write about what you know.
So is this autobiographical or?
I don't know. It's just a character I thought was funny.
Character named Victor.
Victor.
Exactly.
I feel like it should be a K though, right? Or maybe it's Russian in my
Well,
head
it's-
somehow.
Because it's supposed to be the Eastern European pronunciation of Victor.
Ah.
Are you making a pic?
Oh, sorry.
You're
Sorry.
making a pit stop.
Are you making a piss stop?
No pit stops unless it's for barbecue.
So Michelle, why are you Phalian?
Fayin?
That's it.
Yeah, so this has been my alias since I was like 11. Back when AOL had, role-playing forums, I was on
Nice.
there and that's been my handle. So literally if you search this handle, it's pretty much all me and maybe some lady from North Carolina that wants to steal this name.
Screw you,
I-
lady from North Carolina.
Yeah, I really want to be more important so I can go and take all of those handles back from her because she's Fayin on Twitch. That's why I'm Michelle A. Ridge on Twitch and not
Rude.
Fayin. So we're having identity alias wars.
You
right now.
clearly need to track her down and
I think we
end her.
do.
I'm not important enough though. I
Nice.
can't just be like, I'm Fayin. Give me my blue check mark. Beep, beep, beep.
Does anyone want to know why I'm AR Smith 7?
Oh hey Andrew.
7.
All right.
Was there 6 other AR Smiths?
Yeah,
What?
apparently at Ball State there were, and that's what I went with.
Was that just next?
it was 100%.
Andrew has
The
6
one I was
brothers,
assigned.
all named Andrew.
Yes. His parents are very
Andrew's
creative.
like, I don't want to hear it, Michelle. You have one other fan. I have 6 other Andrews.
Right? You don't even know the struggle.
Right? It's hard out here.
It's hard out here being number 7.
Or Andrew's a clone.
Yes.
True.
Oh, it's like the prestige. He's
Yes.
just
It's like the
Spoiler alert.
prestige. It's
He's
exactly.
the one that
Exactly.
escaped.
All right, Tony, I'm going to go flat out just for you. Oh,
Wow.
that is many check marks.
Spoilers. Major
I'm not a math guy,
spoilers.
but I think that's more than 3.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how to do this.
2,
Michelle might actually come in first.
3,
Uh,
4.
No,
clear
I don't
dice.
think. I don't.
Well, not
It
first.
might be a 5 there.
4. There's a couple
get
of
a
ways
call,
to
Jim?
do this. So
Where
So
did
this-
your?
This is the point in the movie where Andrew's car has no tires and it just sparks along his rims as he's
Yep.
gliding down the track.
I can set it to where I only spin out, which is slightly better. So what?
What?
So
I
what
mean,
happened there
we're
was,
just-
I said what happened there was Whiplash just came out of the stands and smacked Andrew's car.
Well, I don't feel
I
like
mean-
I'm going to lose my third
Oh.
place here.
Jason.
So
We're just fighting for third now, right?
yes.
Yes.
Your goal is to beat me, Michelle.
This death corner. This is death corner.
If you
area here.
don't come in last, you have my respect.
Otherwise,
I don't need your respect, buddy. I'm
But
just
boom.
playing.
But for
Just
some
try
reason you
not to
want
hold
it.
it up.
Yeah. So,
Oh my, do I want it? Yeah. Man, I don't even know
You
what.
disrespect me if you don't want my respect.
You don't disrespect Victor.
you don't want to know what
disrespect
happened.
the Victor.
You know, with someone like Victor,
I've
maybe we should get some,
I've
we
done
should get some
that so
Russian
much,
sponsors.
it's boring.
We should
No,
get some
I
Russian
don't want
sponsors.
Russian
Yeah,
sponsors.
hard
I mean, the
pass.
vodka though.
Oh yeah, like Russian standard vodka.
Stoli.
Stoli? Yeah, Stoli.
Stoli, you like Stoli?
I don't really drink vodka though, so.
That's
Well,
true.
just-
He's just saying
I
words.
mean,
In Soviet Russia, you are
Stoli.
hazard to dice.
Oh
That's
my
it, that's
gosh,
it.
I don't even know.
You know, if Stoli wants to sponsor us, we'd be happy to take your sponsorship, Stoli.
100%.
I don't even know. This is.
I do have to say that we have no
Who
influence over any
cares?
elections.
Drink vodka, fuel of
What?
champions.
You have to say vodka.
Vodka.
Vodka, fuel of champions.
we have experts on German,
Wo.
Yeah.
Eastern European. We're great at this.
This is great.
If
I'm
not
happy to be a
vodka,
part of it.
if
Right?
not
I'm not sure there's
vodka-
anybody we haven't offended on this chat tonight.
Pass. Go ahead.
No. I'm done.
No.
No.
That's
The,
it.
the
No.
entertainment is done.
No.
He's getting out of his car and sitting on the hood. No.
No, it is actually my turn. I thought you were asking
No.
me to continue the.
You don't tell
Comedic
Victor what
banter.
to do.
Plan your
Alright.
trajectory.
You gotta work on it, Michelle. We'll
I'm
work on
Victor.
it.
You don't tell me what to do.
There you go.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
drink
bad.
my vodka.
Come for the gameplay, stay for the accents.
It's not bad.
That's our tagline. We finally found it.
I'm with you, Alex. Vodka is the least good.
Alex, I thought
thing.
you were tired.
What? I thought Alex went to bed like an hour
He
ago.
said he lied
Flat
5
out.
minutes ago.
What are the timestamps on here? Show timestamp.
5 minutes ago.
7:54. I'm tired.
Oh, I gotta play again.
8:08. Not a fan of vodka.
Go to bed.
8:08.
Alex,
I'm
don't go
tired.
to bed. We're almost done. Enjoy
Steph,
the
you're
rest
still
of
around, send
our
this boy to
fun
bed.
time.
He's gonna be fussy tomorrow.
Steph left like an hour ago.
Has
Yeah.
Alex just been sitting there for what's the math on that? Six. What? How many minutes has that been? Just
From
sitting. I'm tired. 14 minutes of I'm tired.
hey
Still
Michelle,
tired.
playing your trajectory.
Shell, take your turn.
Jeez.
Oh,
already.
boo hoo.
whole
I'm
six
still
jig
spinning.
there
again,
on you.
or is it still the same?
Yeah, it's still just waiting on my turn to come around.
Oh.
It'll be
The
safe.
the accents took over for gameplay.
Boo
so-
boo skadoo.
I was raiding the kitchen
Scooby-Doo?
for late night snacks. Sounds
I said
delicious.
boo boo skadoo.
This is now
Is that the Beatles?
Siberian National
It's not-
Championship race.
It's my safe for stream way of. I have a very bad sailor mouth normally, but I'm trying to keep it PG-13.
Mm.
Speaking
Out
of
of
sailor
Smith
racing, there is a
is racing.
Siberian racing game called Snowtails where you're racing sled
Mhm.
dogs.
Is that
Sled
Siberian? I
dogs,
thought
like
it was Alaskan or
Balto?
something.
Is it, well, they're Siberian Huskies, aren't they?
I'll take a third
Awesome.
place finish, I guess. I mean, I don't have a lot of choice in the matter at this point.
I was raiding the kitchen for a late night snack.
Is that your
For
Alex impression?
I
For
don't
those
know.
who are out, getting late night snacks, I did come in first place.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, what kind of snack did you
Fortunately.
get?
Oh yeah.
Todd, you just like, what is happening?
It's all part of the action, man. Just
This is the
what?
fourth place
Is
nobody
this
wants.
done yet?
What is
No.
Oh my
happening?
god.
Well,
just
Todd
end
decided
it.
to. Well, I mean, we can
We have
watch you guys.
I mean,
so I can't make it.
we
in.
don't really need to know
This
who
is
got
the
fifth.
worst.
This is going great.
I'm so bad at this game.
Aren't you guys at the after party by now?
Oh, we're
yeah.
100% not still at the
Is
track.
after
The,
party.
the
I've
track
sprayed
is
with champagne and I'm the sponsorship tent now.
drinking milk at the Indy 500, as it were.
Yes. Mother's
Drinking
milk.
milk, vitamin D. Yeah.
Why is that a thing?
Why? I don't.
The
I don't
drinking
know.
milk thing.
I don't know.
Wait, what do you
Tradition.
mean drinking milk?
What do you mean
It's
that's
a
a thing?
it's a weird sports thing.
Oops.
The winner of the
Really?
Indy 500 drinks milk in victory circle.
Is the
Oh.
Indy 500 sponsored by like Borden or some kind of
No.
Oberweis?
Well, since I'm done here, let me just Google it.
Oh, I was.
I
It's
don't even
who's
know.
faster?
Whatever.
it's an Indiana thing. Maybe that's all the alcohol they have.
Apparently, Louis Meyer, who won the Indianapolis 500 3 times, liked to drink buttermilk to refresh himself on a hot day, and did it after winning
Buttermilk?
the 1936 Indy 500, and it became a tradition.
So
Oh,
we're
that's
gonna
buttermilk
establish a
on a hot day
tradition
sounds good.
based on some crazy guy.
Some dude's like, you know what? I like buttermilk. There's only one person that's won the Indy 500 since 1956 who has refused, and that was Emerson Fittipaldi.
So
in
there's only one
1993.
smart person driving the F500.
I have heard, and they make a big deal out of this, that they allow them to like choose the milk that
What
they
have you
want.
done?
Why?
What have you done?
Well, now it's raining and things.
Toss is driving
What?
so bad that God got angry and brought in the rains.
You
Gotta be
Who's
hardcore
the
to win
god
this
of
game.
rain?
Well,
No, God. What? Not the God of rains. He brought the rains.
You brought the rain. Here
From
comes
Africa.
the rain
The rain.
again. This is the worst.
Well, I mean, it would be over if Taz. Apparently, Zeus is the god of rain,
yeah.
and you know,
Oh,
lightning.
thanks.
And
I'm
lightning.
gonna give you a chance, Michelle.
Unless you want the Roman
No, I
god.
don't freaking.
My
Ooh.
my
You
chivalry.
should pit and
Jup-
change your tires,
Jupiter?
Taz.
I'll let you
Andrew's
know.
at Jupiter.
The Google machine is running a little slowly,
Yeah,
Tyler. I'll
Jupiter
let
was
you
the
know.
Roman equivalent,
Boom.
I believe, because Mars is the god of.
War. hmm
I'm also trying to push the limits of this interface to see
Jupiter
if they
is
actually tested all conditions.
Thank you. I'd like to say a quick
Oops.
shout out to Mrs. Morris, my freshman high school English teacher. It's the only reason I would know that.
This
All
is
right.
the worst.
Taz, can you please do us a favor and just
Mr.
actually
Morris, if you're
cross
in
the
chat,
finish
please
line?
give us a follow.
All right, yeah. If anyone has stayed around for the nonsense of last place and you haven't followed yet, go ahead and click follow.
Did I win?
This is where the real fun goes.
Oh,
That was a good finish,
It
anyway.
didn't let you
Um,
finish, Michelle. It
No.
did
I
not.
don't care, man.
if you are
I'm
last
just
place-
like,
Sexist.
fine. I'm
Daryl
happy.
popping out with the sloths in chat. That seems
Thank you, Daryl.
seems
Thank you.
accurate.
I only know how to
Yes.
build the engines. I don't know how to actually drive them.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna see who else is online that we can go do some rating of.
I got 12 stars.
Ruel.
Ruel, yeah, he's got some people. We'll go send everyone to Ruel again. So if you
thank you
have
for watching, everyone, and
Yeah.
come back
Thank
for
you
our next
guys.
stream.
Yeah,
Give us a
so-
follow.
everyone.
Enjoyed it.
Wednesday, Wednesday, Dylan and I, we did a top 10 abstracts list a few weeks ago. We're going to start playing some of those on stream Wednesday evening. And then the rest of us, or some of us, or some people will be back on next Monday. So
Yes.
we will see you all then. Have a good night, everyone.
All right.
Thanks,
take care,
guys.
everyone.
Bye.